From Zabel Stadium, defense in the league, the Tribe. They'll have their hands full today trying to corral.
He is a 2020 Hair's way defense.
Wow, Sean.
Way better.
From Zabel.
Sean's looks like they like to hit his dot, but mine is way better.
Hey, I'm Mr. Consistency there, baby.
From Zabel.
And by the way, he came in, he said Enzo Arjona, the backup quarterback, not Arjonia, Arjona.
Enzo Arjona. Sone Ento. Kunji, Pennsylvania.
You ever been to Macungie, Pennsylvania?
I'm not.
I have, a bunch of times.
Border, New Jersey, Pennsylvania.
It's out near Bethlehem. Not too far from Elm Springs Golf Club. High school buddy used to live in Macungie before he moved down to Florida. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is that?
Going off the rails.
I got static. Okay.
So no matter what you adjust that, it doesn't turn him down. When he's talking to us.
No, right. No, I think it just turned. Was that just to Jay or was that to all of us?
That was just Jay.
Okay, good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's better.
There you go.
Got a wind up there too on the mic.
From Zabel Stadium in Williamsburg on the beautiful campus of William & Mary, welcome to From Van Wagner to the Tribe Sports Network and the CA Flow Sports Game of the Week. The Tribe hopes to keep their playoff hopes alive as they take on the Monmouth Hawks in a big CA football battle. Hello, everyone. This is Jay Colley, and today, with my colleagues, Hall of Famers Mike Leach and Sean Knight, we invite you to stay with us on this gorgeous Family Day game. And there's a lot to talk about. Mike, it's the number one offense in the league, Monmouth, versus the number one defense in the league, the Tribe. They'll have their hands full today trying to corral Jaden Sheridan.
Yeah, Jaden Sheridan, the 5'9", 195-pound running back for Monmouth out of West Haven, Connecticut. He is, as Tribe defense coordinator Bo Revel calls him, explosive. He's got unbelievable wiggle to make tacklers miss, and when he gets in an open field, he's got an extra gear that turns great plays into touchdowns. He was in 2022. He was CAA Offensive Player of the Year. He was on multiple All-America teams, and he was a finalist for the Walter Payton Award, FCS's version of the Heisman Trophy, on a season in which he averaged 156 yards a game and scored 13 touchdowns. Problem lies when you try to stop Jaden Sherman. They love to hit you with the RPO, the run-pass option. They'll fake that ball to Sheridan, try to get the defense to suck up, and they'll hit a receiver behind the defense. And the receiver they like to hit is Dymere Miller, number 5, a senior. He's 57 catches on a year and averaging almost 100 yards receiving per game. This offense is indeed explosive, and the Tribe defense wants to try to slow them down today. It's going to take a total team effort.
Wow, Sean, sounds like the Tribe offense is going to have to put some points on the scoreboard, and Hollis Mathis may be an important role.
Absolutely. Hollis Mathis is a really athletic young man who established himself as a dynamic threat offensively from the day he set foot on campus as a true freshman quarterback, establishing records for a true freshman here in both total yards as well as passing yards and rushing touchdowns, only to see 2 of those records eclipsed by the current starter, Darius Wilson. I tell you, it takes a special young man to handle that, to adapt to that, and Hollis Mathis is that type of young man. He's adapted very well, remaining an integral part of the Tribe offense. In fact, a year ago, led the conference in total offense with over 230 yards per game in total offense. As a passer, he's only thrown 1 interception in the last 129 attempts, and last week he had 5 catches for over 60 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Again, I think Coach Christian Taylor, the offensive coordinator, will look for ways to get him in space, to stretch that defense, challenge them horizontally, but also use his speed to challenge them vertically as well. So we're really excited about seeing what that mastermind Christian Taylor is going to do with Hollis Mathis to create issues for the Hawks today. I think Hollis Mathis really typifies the type of young man that we get here in this football program, who's not only a dynamic athlete but also a solid student. Hollis Mathis has earned his way to the commissioner's academic honor roll. And so we're really proud of that young man and the way he's adapted and the way he continues to strive for excellence in all facets of his life. It's going to be an exciting day here.
I mentioned there's a lot going on. It's Family Day at Zabel. The Tribe also dedicated the David Murphy Recruiting Lounge earlier. And oh, by the way, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so several of the players and the commentators are wearing pink. It's the Tribe versus the Hawks coming up. No.
Welcome to Screen Therapy. Screen Therapy at Howler Screen. It's scary good for you.
When it comes to Kings Mill, we're not just another resort. We're the only 4-diamond condominium resort in Williamsburg, providing an unparalleled range of newly renovated accommodations and dining experiences, a stunning setting along the James River, and a boundless range of recreational pursuits. Kings Mill Resort. It's fun, relaxing, and exhilarating. Kings Mill Resort, a memorable riverside escape.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs, so she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
Welcome back to Zabel Stadium. Today's game sponsor, VCU Health. VCU Health, proud sponsor of Tribe Athletics. It's Monmouth coming in with a record of 3 wins and 4 losses, 2-2 in league play, versus the Tribe at 4-3 and 2-2. Keys to a victory from Monmouth today, Mike Leach.
Yeah, offensively, Monmouth's going to have to get up on that second level. They're going to have to get up on these William Mary linebackers, as the Tribe linebackers are great at running side on the sideline, and they're going to have to throw and catch. William Mary's going to have to bring somebody in the box and try to stop this running game of Monmouth. And when those easy throws present themselves, they're going to have to make the easy throw and catch. And defensively, they're going to have to eliminate the long runs and then get some pressure on Darius Wilson on those much obvious passing downs.
Sean, how about the keys to victory for William and Mary today?
For the Tribe, defensively, they're going to have to really cage the Hawks. Gap integrity is going to be really crucial, and offensively to really use and attack the entire field.
Makai Green will take it from the 7-yard line. He's across the 25. Nice run back, and the Hawks come out on offense, the best offensive team in this league, averaging over 440 yards per game, guys. It's the old immovable object versus the rock wall. I mean, it's the best offense versus the best defense today.
Yeah, like you said, Jay, it's going to be a great battle. I'm excited to watch this one as you look at the size of this offensive line here for Monmouth, just some big boys up front. It's going to be a tough battle for this Tribe defense, trying to stop them against the run and the pass.
Good point. 315, 320, 310, 320, 290 along that front line, offensive line. And, of course, they'll give the ball a lot to Jaden Sheridan, one of the best running backs in this league. We highlighted him in the pregame show, but the first play from scrimmage will be over the middle and an 11-yard pickup, and that goes to Asante Kearney with a nice catch and run, 11-yard pickup, 1st and 10.
Yeah, the Tribe just in man-to-man there, just ran a go route the inside receiver, ran a slant underneath, and just a good throw and catch to Kearney.
Marquez McCray, number 8, is the quarterback for the Hawks. I'm not sure that's Sheridan behind him. We'll try to catch the number here in a moment. 3 down linemen for William and Mary. Corners are pressing. Now they back off that a little bit, and the handoff will go up the middle. And that is Jaden Sheridan, indeed. Gained about 4 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Sheridan lost a helmet. That might be the only way to stop him, get that helmet to pop off and make him come out of the game for at least one play. It's like number 19 is checking in there the game for Sone Ento coming in. That's the reserve. And number 18 for Monmouth.
He's a Harvard transfer. 2nd down and 6 to go. White uniforms, white jerseys anyway for Monmouth. All great unis for William and Mary this afternoon. Those sharp-looking green helmets with the WM insignia. Man in motion is a slot to the left side. Back to pass. There's quarterback McCray. He's chased out of the pocket. A flag is down, and he is dropped in the backfield. Good defensive pursuit. I know John Pius was one of those guys there.
Looked like number 78, Will Argo, grabbed the hold of, I think it was Nate Lynn there, and then may have thrown him to the ground. Both.
Holding. Offense number 78. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Excellent job. Excellent job by that Tribe front of keeping in those passing lanes. Good coverage downfield. Again, leaving the quarterback nowhere to run.
You saw that replay there, pretty obvious hold there, just threw Nate Lynn down on the ground and declined by William Mary, going to take the sack, bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down and 8 instead of 2nd down and maybe 18. Coach London putting his defense on notice. You got to get off the field, something that the Tribe did not do in the second half last week in that tough loss here on homecoming to Towson. 3rd down and about 8.5 to go. Quarterback is number 8, Marquez McCray out of Pennsylvania. Back to pass, he goes in the pocket. Looking down the middle, he throws that way, a diving catch, and it is a 1st down as Monmouth gets into William Mary territory for the first time today. Gavin Nelson on the catch.
Ryan Poole was playing press there before the snap, dropped back to about 10 yards deep. Just ran an inside release there, did the wide receiver to a deep in route, and a really good job stepping up in the pocket by McCray, delivering a perfect ball.
Mike London, 4th-year coach at William and Mary, won 11 ball games last year, took the Tribe to the national quarterfinals. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. This Monmouth munched 2 wins and 2 losses in the league play as they'll hand off to Sheridan, who spins his way out of one tackler, and he gets a quick 18-yard run by Jaden Sheridan and guys, we see right there how difficult he can be to bring down.
Very difficult to bring down, very shifty runner, but also has the speed to take it the distance if you don't corral him. See, he's got excellent patience, making the cut, putting his foot in the ground, and making a guy miss.
Well, back to live action. He's going to throw that ball downfield wide open, and they will get a man at the 5, maybe the 6-yard line, and that'll make it a first down and goal to goal. Dymere Miller, Mike, you mentioned him in the pregame, and right now, that right there, he was wide open.
Yeah, just a scissors concept. They ran a post route from the outside, ran the corner route underneath it, and tried bid on the post, left that corner wide open and exposed.
Well, one of the top offenses in the league, beating the Tribe right here on the first drive anyway, and the handoff will be to Sheridan, who will try to beg his way forward inside the 5 and down to about the 4-yard line. Gain of 2 at 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, we talked about the importance of getting off the field, Jay. They had that 3rd and 8 and then couldn't get off the field. Now, a few plays later, Monmouth all the way down inside the 5-yard running the Tribe. It was, like you mentioned, a tough way to go last week for this Tribe defense, not being able to get off the field. It led to that loss last week, and right now you got it. Every opportunity you get, especially on 3rd and long, to get off the field, you got to take advantage. Tribe did such a good job early in the season of getting off the field. The last couple of weeks, it really has been a point of weakness for the defense.
Sonai Into is the running back. Actually, he's going to be it's a direct snap to him. He'll go right to the left side of the football field, and he will get buried at around the 2-yard line, maybe a gain of a yard. He'll bring up 3rd down and goal from there. Gent Vasey may have been on that play. He rushed in very quickly, the freshman, who's having an outstanding year out of Centerville, Virginia.
Ento is their power back, their short yardage guy, only 5'11", but 235 pounds. He packs a punch when he carries that ball, and we expect to see him a lot in short yardage situations.
3rd down and goal from the 2.
Wildcat again.
And it's Into again. And he will climb into the end zone for the score. So the Monmouth Hawks in their first drive of the game, very impressive. We talked about their offense from the get-go. Not as much Sheridan potentially as we expected, but this is a nice run by Sonai Into. He had a big hole.
Yeah, really nice play design. They really overloaded the formation to the right, creating a soft spot on the to the right of the Tribe defense. So the offense is left, and again, relatively easy jaunt into the end zone there.
Left-footed kicker, it appears to be Vincenzo Ria, who will attempt the extra point. Their primary kicker coming into today's game was Michael Calton, and we understand he missed an extra point last week. Matter of fact, one of the reasons they lost barely, 28-26 versus Campbell. There's the snap, the kick is up, and it is good. So we have a timeout on the field, 10:28 remaining. Monmouth looking dandy in the first drive of the ball game, and the Hawks lead the Tribe 7-0.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
When your child is fighting cancer,
You gonna walk out here on your own? Okay.
yes, you never know what is possible. But you will always know where. Introducing the new Children's Tower, a hospital unlike any other, designed for the unique needs of kids and their families. The new Children's Tower, unlike any other.
So many people here that invested in us, invested in me, invested in my teammates through the years, that we owe it to them to pay that forward to the next person, right? To give them that opportunity that we had, whether you're a scholarship player or a walk-on. And then as well, to much who's been given, much is expected. And I know I've been so blessed beyond my wildest dreams. And that all started here, right? The chance that William & Mary gave me, now I'm looking to do great things with it, and again, spread the word on how special this place is.
Fans every sack this season is a sack to get back. Food Line Feeds will donate 1,000 meals to the Virginia Peninsula Food Bank each time the Tribe defense sacks the opposing team's quarterback. That did not happen in the first drive by Monmouth fellows, as they look very sharp going down the field, and the league's #1 offense is ahead 7-0 over the Tribe.
Well, and I think we saw why. Their quarterback, McCray, is very efficient with his passing, sees the field very well, and of course they got a really dangerous tailback back there, and again, just really methodically going down the field and executing the offense very well.
Here's the kick for the ensuing kickoff after that touchdown drive by Monmouth, and it'll be taken at the 7-yard line, and down the field goes at the 30-yard line to the 35, across the 40, or out to the 40-yard line. Carson Jenkins on a nice return, Mike.
Yeah, it's a spark you want to answer. Monmouth had a 9-play, 70-yard drive, 4:32 off the clock, but a good answer there by Carson Jenkins, giving his offense good field position.
Langley Federal Credit Union starting lineup, fellas.
Yeah, you see Carson Jenkins right there, the wide receiver, and then obviously there at quarterback, Darius Wilson, seeing what he can do to move us. Looks like we're going to back it up. He pointed the wrong way. It's penalty on. He pointed towards Monmouth, the referee, but I think it's obviously Tribe's backing up, so it's going to be a penalty on William Murray. So negate the great return there by Carson Jenkins.
Yeah, that's big. Instead of starting from your 40-yard line, you start from your own 20 or thereabouts, and the Tribe in their all grays this afternoon will come out. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as we bring a little enlightenment potentially to that dreaded disease. We're going to, matter of fact, have a halftime guest to talk about that as well. This game is brought to you by VCU Health. Dr. Chung will be with us. It's 1st and 10. Actually, it's even deeper than that, starting at the 10-yard line. So their backs against the wall here. Darius Wilson will hand the football off up the middle, and it'll be Martin Lucas for not much, maybe a yard or two, 2nd down and long.
Yeah, tough. The penalty was at the 21-yard line, so instead of having the ball outside the 40, they go half the distance of the goal from the 21. William Murray forced to start at their own 11. So again, a big penalty, and then not much on 1st down. So William Murray already a little off schedule here to start their first drive of this game.
Couple of tight ends in the game here, Trey McDonald and Colton Turner. It is 2nd down and 8 to go for the green and gold. Malachi Emo alongside Darius Wilson, who goes back, passes that football over the middle. JT Mayo makes the catch up to the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. He needs to get to the 22, so I think it's going to be a 1st down. It is 1st and 10. JT Mayo with a nice catch and run.
Let's see. JT Mayo worked that little slot underneath stuff, Jay. He gets in that, finds that little gap in the defense, catches the ball, and quickly gets upfield. JT, I think that's where his role could be used the best, is those little short underneath stuff, that little slot spot, and get upfield and try to make some plays with his feet.
Excellent job of Darius taking what the defense gives him.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Going to try to come off the edge here. Backing out.
That's going to be a run, and it's a nice run indeed across the 35 and out to the 37-yard line. Malachi Emo with a nice effort there. Got some good blocking up front by Francois and Grant and company.
See the replay coming out. Watch the left side of the screen here. Just good job getting up to the double team. You see Bart Francois there, got a push. They had the double team, then climbed up to the next level on the linebacker and sprung Malachi Emo for the big gainer and another 1st down.
Tribe trailing 7-0, 8:38 remaining in the 1st quarter. Jay Colley, Sean Knight, and Mike Leach alongside. Good to have you listening on the CA Game of the Week on Flow Sports, as there's a fake handoff, and that time not much. Darius Wilson was cornered and dropped.
Ran I think it was Hollis Mathis actually in there. No, yeah, number 12 was in there. Jay took that little direct snap, and they ran the quarterback power on that play. One thing to note, Jay, Ryan McKenna not starting at center today. We heard he was a little dinged up. He's not in there. We got Bart Francois moved to the center and Caden Lynch at left guard. So a little shuffling around that William Murray offensive line.
Darius Wilson back at quarterback. He's got Malachi Emo by his side. 2 receivers to the far side. Back to pass goes the left-hander across the middle to JT Mayo, complete at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 6-yard pickup, maybe 5-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Again, if you can stay in those 3rd and mediums to 3rd and shorts, again, it keeps you on schedule. It's a very manageable 3rd down situation here for Darius and his crew.
Back to pass. Nope, it's going to be a run, and that's not going to be much at all. Matter of fact, it may have lost a yard or two. It'll bring up 4th down, and presumably the punting unit onto the field.
Yep, here comes Will Whitehurst onto the field. On the season, averaging 42.9 yards a punt on 23 punts. So really good numbers for him. Last week had 2 punts for 43 yards. And any win, not a lot of wind if there is any. It seems to be at William Mary's back right now, so I expect a pretty big punt here from Will Whitehurst.
Will was booming him in preseason practice, or rather pre-game practice, I should say, and that's another beauty. Well, that ball will turn over. A fair catch called for. It'll bounce at the 1 yard line and go into the end zone. So when we return to action, and we'll keep it here, Monmouth will have the football and leading 7-0. So their defense does the job. The Tribe's defense does not, and Monmouth has the ball with a touchdown lead.
William Mary's got to answer back here defensively. Obviously gave up a long drive, and last year had a tough start to that second half. They're going to have to find a way to get off the field here.
Here, the Tribe defensive starters, of course, led by Nate Lynn and John Pius, but it certainly has not been just a two-man show this year. Also, our linebackers playing really good, and with Kevin Jarrell and really solid in the back end, led by Ryan Poole.
Number 8, Marquez McCray, will give that football off. Boy, what a nice run by Jaden Sheridan very quickly. He is quick, and he got 20 yards with a snap of your finger, and it's 1st and 10 for the Monmouth Hawks.
Very quick here. You see where the Monmouth offensive line does a very good job of sealing their blocks, or up front, our defensive line really kind of got out of their lanes a little bit. You cannot afford to do that against a good back.
Throw back to the right side of the 40-yard line, across the 45 and out to the 47. Washington on the stop, but not before about a 8-yard pickup. Jack Neri was the man that caught that football, the tight end out of Doylestown, Pennsylvania. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and short for this very impressive Hawks offense so far this afternoon.
It's one of the weaknesses when you go man-to-man to try matched up across the board. That flat can be a little exposed if those linebackers covering those backs can't get out to the flat or to those tight ends, and that time we were unable to cover the flat, and a good play on 1st down for Monmouth. 2
receivers to the far side and 1 to the near. Now one of those men in motion from left to right. Quarterback McCray, he will hand the football off again, and that time they get him from behind. Nice tackle by the Tribe player, but it's right at the 1st down marker.
Really good job with John Pius there, setting that edge and forcing Sheridan back inside where there was help.
Yeah, Ryan Poole was the man that made the stop for the Tribe, one of the captains on this year's team, a senior out of Annapolis, Maryland. It is 3rd down and about 2 to go. Marquez McCray, a 6'2" graduate. He is a transfer from Sacred Heart, where he started for 3 years, we understand. And they will hand the ball off to Sheridan, who bounces out and bounces down. The Tribe said no that time. Beautiful effort by that green and gold defense.
And Nate Lynn came out with that ball. It's going to be interesting to see. Nate Lynn got credit for that tackle, but you got to give that left side of the defensive front for William Mary. Great job. You watch the gap integrity right here. Nowhere to go. Every hole plugged up there. Nate Lynn eventually comes from that backside and gets Sheridan on the ground. So great team defense there by William Mary.
We talked about that as one of the keys of the game. They've got to have good gap integrity where the back is explosive as Jaden Sheridan.
Fellas, I don't know what the analytics say, but it appears to be they're going for it on 4th down and 3, not even at their side of the field.
Tribe got to be careful here. Got to watch the hard count.
It's a direct snap, and that was Sone Ento
by the Hawks.
So they
Monmouth.
Talk that over.
The 30-second timeout.
We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. We can tell you, the Tribe fans, Howl-O-Scream returns this fall to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, giving victims something to scream about with all the new scares and screams to the extreme. On select dates between now and the end of the month, your fate awaits with 5 newly reimagined haunted houses, leaving no tale of terror left unturned. Important game. We got a situation where both these teams are 2-2, trying to move up the ladder. Delaware appears to be the class of the league, but a lot of football to be played.
A lot of football to be played, and it all begins with this game. The rest of the season does not matter beyond this game. It's about concentrating on getting a victory today.
Look at how many teams, though, have 2 wins. Incredible number on this very balanced league this year. It is 4th down and 2. Now they've thought better of going for it, and they send their punter, Luke Schabel, into the ball game. He is an Aussie-style kicker, and he does a nice job there, kicking it down. Fair catch called for by Jalen Jones at the 12-yard line. The Tribe will have their second possession of the game, trailing 7-0.
William Mary, not a bad job that first drive. 34 yards, got the ball back to midfield, flipped field position. Now they're obviously backed up to where they started that first drive, just outside their own 10-yard line. So good job by Monmouth reestablishing field position and forcing the Tribe to go a long way to try to get some points.
Up to the line of scrimmage, Darius Wilson and company out of Iona Prep in the Bronx, the junior. Got a man in motion, JT Mayo, the snap and the fake of the handoff. He'll roll to the left side and throw that downfield to JT, and it's going to be incomplete.
Looks like that ball just got up on JT pretty quickly.
Yeah, Darius Wilson, a little heat on that one. He had Antonio Kokla right in his face, a little short arm throw there, and then just fired that one. Like you said, got up on JT a little quicker than he expected and unable to haul it in.
Kokla, a transfer from James Madison, by the way. Second down and 10 to go at the 11-yard line. The Tribe moving from right to left deep into the first quarter and trailing 7-0. Two receivers to the far side of the football field. Darius Wilson clapping his hands, and he will hand the football off to Malachi Emo, who tries to jet forward but cannot do it. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage or a yard. It'll bring up third down and long.
Good job of stuffing the run there by that Monmouth defense. Of course, led by their middle linebacker, Jake Brown. Does a really good job of defending sideline to sideline from his middle linebacker position.
Yeah, Jake also a Harvard transfer into Monmouth. Second year in the league for the Monmouth Hawks. Third down and 8 to go. Man in motion is Hollis Mathis. He's wide out to the far side of the football field. 4 wide outs in the game, and they'll throw it back to the left side complete to the 20, to the 25-yard line, trying to stutter step, and that very quick Carson Jenkins could not outrun their cornerback who had the lane, but it's a great effort there by the Tribe, and a flag is down.
Yeah, they're going to hold here on William Mary. They set up a little screen to the wide receiver there. It count as a pass down the field, but the wide receivers try to time that one up and block the corner and the safety right as the receiver's catching the ball. I think they might get, it was JT Mayo on the hold downfield.
Really great job of
holding,
taking advantage of alignment.
Offense number 84. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Third down.
Apologies to JT Mayo, Joseph Johnson on the hold.
Tribe really had a good look out here where they had the 3 wide receivers down at the bottom of the screen against 2 defenders. It was ideal for this play, and unfortunately, one of the things the Tribe cannot afford to do today is hurt themselves with penalties.
You clearly see the jersey pulled there. Good call there by the referee. It was downfield, so it wasn't not going to be 3rd and 10 now. It's only going to be about 3rd and 4, 5, or 6 here, so not terrible for the Tribe offense.
At the 17, there's the snap, back to pass. Darius Wilson over the middle he goes, complete to the tight end Sean McElwain, who caught 5 catches last week, Mike, and you like that one over the middle and clearly open, and McElwain's a big target.
He is a big target, and he's just what Darius Wilson needed, especially on that play. You got that big guy coming across the middle there at 6'5". It's a big target. Darius Wilson showing early today, not afraid to put a little zip on him. That one a little high, but a good job. Sean McElwain climbing the ladder, hauling that ball in and converting for the Tribe.
Sean, I assume you like that zip from Darius Wilson today, showing some confidence.
He's throwing with confidence. He's really patient in the pocket and going through his progression.
There's the handoff, and Malachi Emo will scamper out to the 35-yard line. A 4-yard pickup by the Tribe there, and it's 2nd down and 6. Martin Lucas coming into the ball game, so is Colton Turner and Hollis Mathis.
Yeah, Colton Turner is more the blocking tight end for William Mary, a 6'4", 240-pounder. He's a guy that we want to dig out those bodies in the trenches.
2nd and 5, Tribe trailing 7-0. Hollis lines up to the left side of the field, and Darius Wilson back to pass the football. He's chased out of the pocket and now directing traffic. He'll be knocked out of bounds at around the 36, maybe the 37-yard line. Gain of a couple will bring up 3rd down and 3.
Good job by Darius, not trying to force the ball into any areas. Monmouth defense playing somewhat of a shell coverage with a two deep, two safeties deep over the top, and again, Darius making a very good decision, taking what he can get and getting out of bounds.
Darius Wilson, the ninth all-time leading all-purpose yards man for total offense, I should say, in William & Mary history, and he's chasing a guy named Sean Knight, but he's about 800, maybe 900 yards away from there. Back to pass he goes. Over the middle again. Complete again. Big tight end McElwain at the 40, at the 30-yard line, trudging forward inside the 30, all the way down to the 28-yard line. Mr. Official, move those chains. Sean McElwain with another big catch. And McElwain and Darius Wilson duo looking pretty good today.
Yeah, good thing Jake Brown has the shoestring tackler here. This one might have went. It's 43, though, there for Deuce Lee there for Monmouth. Probably eventually chase down the long-legged tight end for William & Mary, but it's obviously a great job there by Darius Wilson and Sean McElwain converting again. Love seeing those tight ends get involved.
First down, the first time today, William & Mary into Monmouth territory. First into the 28-yard line. The handoff will go to, nope, he's going to keep that football and now throw it outside again to the tight end, Sean McElwain. Hey, but what's wrong with going back to your bread and butter? Right now, that's a 6-yard pickup to the tight end out of Glen Allen, Virginia. And it's 2nd down and 4, and that is the end of the first quarter of play. With the score, as the Tribe trying to tie this game up, driving from right to left. They'll be driving from left to right in a few moments, and they'll be trailing 7-0.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs. So she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
You can use Virginia 529 accounts for career and technical programs too. Learn more at virginia529.com.
This is where everything starts. It's a place of new beginnings, new opportunities, and a new identity. We are the Coastal Athletic Association, and from the beaches to the city streets, we are united to succeed at an elite level. In competition, in our communities, in our lives. This is the tide that lifts us, the fire that burns inside all of us. This is our moment, our new chapter. This is CAA football, and we are united in excellence.
Well, what a great man that we are celebrating here at Zabel Stadium this afternoon. Tony Vaughn. He was at nearly every William & Mary football game, home and away, from 1999 to 2021. He's on the field with his wife Julie, son Richard, and his wife Denise, and he's a man of perfection, and he bleeds green and gold. That's all I can say. Well deserved, a nice recognition, and he retired this past summer, obviously, and Tony is sorely missed and still working for the quarterback club, provide some outstanding highlights for the quarterback club as we get back to action, and that'll be one of those probably. A nice pass from Darius Wilson out of bounds. He's loving his tight ends this afternoon. Well, Sean, as you and I both know, that the red zone has been troublesome for William Mary. Got to get into the end zone.
Got to get it in the end zone. Yeah, you can't make a living off 3 points when you're down in here. And I know offensive coordinator Christian Taylor really wants to see him turn these opportunities into 6 points.
It'll be Martin Lucas up the middle, and Martin will be met by a host of Hawks right at the 5-yard line. Second goal down and goal from that point. Leonte Ulihai is in the game for William & Mary. He'll be at the wideout position to the left side of the football field. Quarterback will seed. Let's see who's going to get that football. The direct snap to the left side. Malachi Emo trying to pick a hole. He does, and he gets in. Touchdown, William & Mary. Touchdown, green and gold. Malachi Emo does the nice juking there at about the 3-yard line, and the late flag is down.
Probably going to be a celebration, but again, the Tribe has been forced to settle for 3 points when they're down here. Pretty excited about actually getting that ball in the end zone.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct number 1, the offense. 15-yard penalty to be assessed on the succeeding kickoff. Try for point.
Well, Malachi's been there before, guys, but evidently he didn't act like it there. The touchdown for Malachi Emo, his 18th of his career.
I don't know if they got him for spinning the ball here.
Oh.
It doesn't look like he said anything out of the ordinary.
No, that's not much. That really isn't much. I mean, we've seen a lot more than that over the years. Huh. Nick Levy, the long snapper. Andrew Piercy to hold. Caden Bonofsky to try to tie this game up at the 13:36 mark of the second quarter. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 13:36 remaining until halftime. With the score now, William & Mary 7 and Monmouth 7. We'll be right back. Try to straighten out these microphone issues that we have going on.
When it comes to Kings Mill, we're not just another resort. We're the only 4-diamond condominium resort in Williamsburg, providing an unparalleled range of newly renovated accommodations and dining experiences, a stunning setting along the James River, and a boundless range of recreational pursuits. Kings Mill Resort. It's fun, relaxing, and exhilarating. Kings Mill Resort, a memorable riverside escape.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Well, fans, every Tribe touchdown is a Town Bank touchdown. Town Bank serving others, enriching lives, and the Tribe does the job in the red zone.
Excellent drive, excellent way to cap off that drive. You know, we talked about, mentioned during that drive, just the comfort level that Darius Wilson seems to have today in the pocket, seems to be going through his progressions very well. I'm really excited to see him looking this comfortable in the flow of the game.
Bryson Harvey with the bit of a stronger leg. Boy, he's going to have to rely on this one, fellas. A 15-yard mark off, and we thought was kind of a chintzy call, if you will, on the spinning of the ball by Malachi Emo. But nonetheless, it's going to be a short kick, and it's out there in no man's land right now, and they pop on it back at the 32-yard line. So about as good as it could be, kicking the ball, having to kick the ball off from your own 20.
Absolutely. Sometimes those situations, it's more of an unconventional thing. You could see the kick was very unconventional. It was not that that reverse tumble. And sometimes that football doesn't bounce like a basketball. Sometimes that can play to your advantage, and I think the Tribe caught a break with that bounce. So it sets up the defense in pretty good shape here.
Number 8, Marquez McCray, the quarterback, calling for a slot man, motion towards him, and he will give the ball to Sherndon, who's got a bit of a breathing room across the 40, and the big push out to the 41, maybe to the 42-yard line. I think that's going to be enough for a first down, and it is. Boy, this Jaden Sherndon, the numbers are almost Jonathan Grimes-like, if you will, a former great running back for William & Mary. Boy, he is shifty and he is fast.
Well, and I was going to say, he reminds you a lot of Jonathan Grimes, in his running style, his patience and setting up his blocks, but then hitting that, putting his foot in the ground, hitting that crease, and he explodes through there.
There's a fake of a handoff to Sherndon. Back to pass he goes. Quarterback McCray will be in some trouble. Just throw that ball away, incomplete. Good defense there by the Tribe.
Great job on the back end with the coverage. McCray really had no place to go with that football. And that we talked about the importance of gap integrity and taking away any running lanes in the passing game up front. And so really no place for him to go with that football.
It appears to me the opposition in the last couple of weeks anyway, they've designed plays to get rid of the football quickly. John Pius and Nate Lynn, they're household names. There are no secrets out there.
Well, I think every offensive coordinator against this Tribe D would be well served to try to get that football out of there quickly. As they are very, very effective at rushing the passer. 3
receivers to the near side, tight end set to the right. It is second down and 10, and someone called a timeout. I think maybe
Monmouth. Timeout of the half. Monmouth.
Another timeout, second timeout of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here and tell you we're still working on Mike Leach's headset to get him back in the booth with us. But we're keeping it here at this point in time. 7-7 ball game. Monmouth took their opening drive all the way down the field to score. The Tribe scored a moment ago in a nice drive. We're going to take a break. 7-7 ball game. We'll be right back.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs, so she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
When your child is fighting cancer,
You gonna walk out here on your own? Okay.
you never know what is possible. But you will always know where. Introducing the new Children's Tower, a hospital unlike any other, designed for the unique needs of kids and their families. The new Children's Tower, unlike any other.
Fun fact, Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo.
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
We both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Tribe Talk presented by Truist is back in person on Thursdays this fall at Mellow Mushroom. Every Thursday at 12 o'clock, you can find other Tribe fans interacting with Coach London and other Tribe coaches as he discusses the season. Come enjoy delicious food discounts at 110 South Henry Street in Colonial Williamsburg. Mellow Mushroom. Tribe Talk presented by Truist. Jaden Sherndon has been everything he has been cracked up to be. Mike, what's he doing today?
Yeah, averaging 131 yards on the ground per game coming in this one today. 7 carries, 56 yards, a long run of 20, averaging 8 yards per tote here for the Hawks. So, yeah, we expected to see great things out of Jaden Sherndon, and he has not disappointed yet.
And yet they have used him as decoys every now and then as your preliminary discussion we had today, they've got some wide open receivers because of it as well.
They have Marquez McCray 4 of 5 for 50 yards as well.
Well, McCray, the quarterback, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line, 7-7 the score. Back to pass he goes, setting up the screen play. He's got a couple of blockers out in front. He's got 10, 15, 20 inside the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. He can bury you in a couple of different ways. That time Jaden Sheridan had a wall of blockers in front of him.
Just, again, well thought out. Again, we talked about how every offensive coordinator wants to get the ball out of that quarterback's hands quickly, but also screens are a very, very effective way to slow down a pass rush.
Alex Washington on the play defensively, and again, they give that football to Sheridan. He'll get down to the 31-yard line, a gain of 8, and it's 2nd down and 2.
This is high praise, Jay, but there's a lot of resemblances for Jaden Sherman to Barry Sanders from Detroit Lions. He kind of has similar moves to Barry Sanders. Obviously, he's not the player Barry Sanders was, but he's pretty good.
And there is a pick, I believe, yes, at the 8-yard line. Well, that will quell a rally for the Monmouth Ball Club, whose Marcus Barnes comes up and Ryan Poole comes up and makes the interception.
Play. You see right here, just a good job of staying in the right place at the right time. Just an ill-advised throw there by McCray and a little behind the receiver there. Ryan Poole, one of the easier interceptions he'll ever get as a defensive back.
Well, that is a big turnover. One of the things that Coach London and I talked about yesterday for his pregame show on the radio side was that, hey, we have not gotten turnovers. This team, by the way, Monmouth is +5 turnovers on the year. William & Mary is only +1 this afternoon.
+1 this afternoon. Again, Monmouth has been very good and very effective at taking care of the football. It looked like there might have been some miscommunication there, misread between McCray and his receivers.
So Darius Wilson with a chance to start a long drive. He'll roll out to the left side, pitch it back to Hollis Mathis, and Hollis will get across the 10 and out to the 14-yard line. Dual threat right there in a lot of different ways. Hollis Mathis with the pitch from Darius Wilson.
You know, we talked about Hollis Mathis during the pregame. Just one of the many ways, the numerous ways that you can get him the football, and he presents a threat and potential headache for defenses.
2nd down and 4 to go. Ball marked it just inside the 15-yard line with a drive marching from left to right here in the 2nd quarter in a 7-7 football game. Parents Weekend here at Zabel Stadium. Foot back left side complete. That is Hollis Mathis again with the catch and run. And a 1st down run it is, brought to you by Computer Concepts at the 21-yard line.
Monmouth showing cover 1. They walk some guys up closer to the line of scrimmage. They have one deeper safety. I wouldn't call him deep, but deeper. Everybody else within 6 or 7 yards of the line of scrimmage, but they're dropping some of these defensive backs out at the snap, and we were able to take advantage as the DBs there were backpedaling, able to hit Hollis Mathis there in the flat.
Carson Jenkins wide to the near side of the football field. That's the field side. Darius Wilson looking over the Monmouth defense. He'll fake a handoff and roll out that way, and he has a blocker, and he's got some running room. He'll be pushed out of bounds after about an 8-yard run. Nice block downfield by Sean McElwain. Freed him up for 3 or 4 more yards and got near a 1st down.
Can't say enough about how decisive, how comfortable and how decisive Darius appears to be this afternoon in his decision making, recognizing right away that there's no one there for him, and picking up the yardage that he can and getting out of bounds.
I love Sean there as well. He made his blocker right. He did a little dip inside there to set up the block. Didn't get a holding call there on his tight end, Sean McElwain, able to make that block much easier there for the big tight end.
2nd down and a long 2. Quarterback Darius Wilson gets the snap, looks left, throws across the way, complete. That is a completed pass to number 80, Deontay Olihai, his first collegiate reception of I think he didn't catch one last week.
I don't believe so. No, I think they had a ball thrown his way, but didn't come up with a catch this time. Congratulations, welcome to the CAA, Leonte, and I'd like to see some of these Tribe wide receivers get in the mix.
He's a freshman from Armstrong High School in Richmond. 1st and 10 at the 35, moving from left to right here. All on the left hash or near it. Darius looking over the defense. Short drop, left side pass. Just overthrew Martin Lucas just a tad. And Sean, I can tell you, From a quarterback's vantage point, you hate it when you do that.
Yeah, I think he had what he wanted. They brought pressure from that side, and conventional wisdom says throw where the blitz comes from. And I think he had a pretty good matchup there with the linebacker being outflanked. Just didn't put it on the receiver.
It's tough too for the receiver. As a receiver drifts further downfield, it's a hard throw for a quarterback. We're always taught you want to really get that flat route, parallel to the line of scrimmage. It makes it a much easier throw for the quarterback. Looks like Martin Lucas was drifting a little deep there on that route. 2nd
down and 10. Joe Johnson is wide to the far side of the football field. They'll run it that way, and that's Malachi Emo with a nice stutter step move at the 40, across the 43-yard line, out to the 45. Mr. Official, move those chains. A 1st down run of 10 yards for Malachi Emo, brought to you by Computer Concepts.
Good job on the left side of that offensive line. Bart Francois and Charles Grant doing an excellent job of sealing their blocks, creating that crease for Malachi to get through.
Tribe in there highlighting their pink, some of their socks and some of their wristbands and such on Breast Cancer Awareness Day here at Naval Stadium. And the quarterback, Darius Wilson, will whip it downfield complete inside the 35 and all the way down to the 32-yard line. Mr. Official, move those chains once again. 1st and 10, William and Mary. Is that Sean
McElwain having a day? Yeah, they ran Hollis Mathis on the deep post there, you see, and they bring McElwain running underneath him. I see at the top of the screen here. Just a good job by Darius Wilson, setting his feet, stepping in a pocket, throwing a strike there right to McElwain, who's getting upfield. McElwain having a day here. Wait to see when the stats update, but I think that's at least 5 catches now for Sean McElwain.
And we talked about how much attention Hollis Mathis creates.
1st and 10. There's a direct snap. They'll pitch it back, a triple pitch back, and they'll go down to the right side of the football field. That ball's going to be nearly intercepted. Trey McDonald was the intended receiver, a little razzle-dazzle there, and the play probably took a little bit too much time to get underway.
I think Darius's eyes got really big there when he saw how open his receiver was, rushed his throw a little bit, probably didn't quite have the grip on it he wanted. Ball hung up just enough for that defender to make a play on it.
Yeah, I think William Mary got lucky there. You're right, Sean, that ball, you can see it wobbling through the air, and it was underthrown, it could have been picked, and overthrown, it could have been picked. I think that was the best case scenario for William Mary. Well-designed play, but just couldn't get it out quick enough.
2nd down and 10. 2 receivers to the far side, including Sean McElwain, who's having a career afternoon only in the 1st half. Hand off to Malachi Emo, who's running well inside the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. A 6, maybe a 7-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd down and short. The Tribe has an injured man on the field.
Looks like might be Sean McElwain. It'd be a big loss right now for the Tribe offense. He's been doing a lot through the air, but really good patience shown there by Malachi Emo. Set up that block well there of Bart Francois. A little dip to the outside and was able to come back up underneath. See the replay right here. That's just danger right there. You see right there, get a little rolled up on there. That ankle kind of got up in there a little bit. We'll see. It's tough when you're blocking that whole that sea of humanity comes rolling up on the back of your legs. It's an uncomfortable position to be in. Hopefully, hopefully nothing too serious. But obviously, he's in some discomfort down there right now.
Gentlemen, Lang Campbell, who probably had one of the most accomplished single seasons in the history of William Mary football, won the Peyton Award, will be our halftime show guest, and looking forward to seeing Lang, as always, led that 2014 to great things.
Always good to have an opportunity to have conversations with other quarterbacks. The quarterback position here at William Mary, perhaps not unlike other positions, but perhaps more so. Really a special fraternity here when you've had an opportunity to work intimately with Coach Jimmy Laycock as a quarterback here.
3rd down and 4. That'll be all coming up at the halftime show. There's a pass to the right side complete, and that's going to be a 1st down. Nice catch and run right there. A little out pattern to JT Mayo. He had good concentration that time.
Yeah, good job. Just a little hesitation coming off the line of scrimmage, pushed upfield, knew how far he had to get there, stuck that left foot in the ground, broke out sharply, and Darius Wilson again perfectly delivered a pass there for the 1st down for the Tribe.
You know, I've talked about how comfortable Darius looks in the pocket, making very decisive decisions and going through his progressions, but can't say enough about the time the offensive line is giving him to do that.
First and 10. JT, by the way, first catch of the day, junior out of Alexandria. Actually, it was his second catch of the day, and there's another one. Did he hang on to that football? Yes, he did. About a 3-yard pickup. And so JT Mayo would get into the act. West Potomac graduate, Alexandria.
Love to see what he did there, Sean, as a quarterback. You appreciate this. JT coming down, and a great throw there by Darius away from the defender. Put it low and away where only his receiver could get it. Great location, and a good job by JT digging it out.
Tyler Odekoven is far to the left side of the football field on 2nd down and 7. Malachi Emo beside the quarterback. Darius Wilson back to pass, throwing over the middle, complete, wide open. That's JT. No, that's Malachi Emo into the end zone. Touchdown, William and Mary. Touchdown, green and gold. Malachi Emo with his second touchdown of the day, and this time he hands the football to the official.
Yeah, well, he weren't allowed, so he's not going to get away with much. But those things did there, Jay, taking those deep shots down the field, really made those safety stand with their soft. They had a deep safety in the middle of the field. You see this replay coming up right here. Malachi Emo finds that boy and gets in. Takes some of those deep shots and really softens them up and opens up some underneath stuff for William and Mary.
Well, I'll make a comment here right after the PAT.
Hofsky to try to put the Tribe up by 7, and it's up, and it's good.
The previous play, I think, was really exemplifies what the difference we're seeing in Darius Wilson today, perhaps from some previous weeks. I think in previous weeks he would have held that ball and tried to throw that deep corner, where today he recognized he had JT Mayo open right now and got the ball out of his hands. And I think he's he's much more decisive today, and I think it is opening up things here again on the scoring play. That play happens because of how patient Darius has been over the course of this game and forcing one of the keys to the game, again, forcing the Hawks to defend the entire field. To Mike's point, threatening them vertically as well as horizontally, making them defend the entire field, opens up those passing lanes for JT Mayo. We've seen for Sean McElwain underneath, and even there, the scoring play, being able to drop that ball off to Malachi Emo for the touchdown.
We'll get some statistics on Malachi, but he's all of a sudden having a pretty good afternoon. Two touchdowns, one rushing, his 16th, and one receiving, only his second receiving touchdown of his outstanding career here at William & Mary, and the Tribe has gone on top 14-7. Here's the kick, and it'll be taken and returnable at the 17-yard line, out to the 20, out to the 30-yard line, and there will blow it dead at around the 35, although still on his feet, all the way out to the 37. Wow, a good push.
A little bit of a rugby scrum.
Yeah, by a little help from his friends.
Mike and Jay, I want to show a little love to offensive coordinator Christian Taylor. One of the things that has always been a source of pride for a Tribe offense is to balance your play selection, run and pass. I think Christian's doing a really good job today of balancing his play calls, mixing in his run and passes very well. Again, keeping that Hawks defense off balance.
Yeah, and I think for me, Sean, the fact that they're able to use the middle of the field a little more than they have earlier in this season, I think that opens everything up a little more, and I'm very happy to see that as well.
So the Tribe defense back on the field with a big, you would think, a fairly big stand right here. The Tribe is just taking a lead 14-7. Clearly, this is a very good offensive team. They will get him back and nearly intercepted. Oh, my. That was right in and out of the hands of that Tribe defender.
Malcolm Spencer jumping that route.
Nate Lynn a little shaken up here on this play. That'd be a big loss for the Tribe. But see, they tried to set up a screen here to the left, and Malcolm Spencer just jumps that one. It was a little late getting getting that ball out, and Malcolm Spencer wished he had that one back. That would have been a walk-in touchdown for him.
Good sign. Nate's walking off under his own power, maybe just a little shaken up.
Malcolm had an interception earlier this year at UVA. He was a high school star at quarterback, had over 4,000 yards passing in his high school. Malcolm Spencer did. 2nd down and 10 to go. 1, 2, 3 down lineman. Of course, you have John Pius across the way. He will hand off to Sheridan, and he will be hemmed up. Nice effort there by the green and gold.
See there, that great gap integrity by the Tribe defense, and then some other troops rally into the ball to push, Jay. We talked about how big this offensive line is, and the rugby scrum on that kickoff return, they can get an extra 2, 3, or 4 yards just by pushing that offensive line. Williamer's going to have to really rally in and not just assume the back's going to be down. You got to stop that extra surge that that offensive line for Monmouth provides for their offense.
Again, big third down here. Tribe in recent weeks has struggled to get off the field on third down. Here's a great opportunity to force a 3 and out and get the ball back in the offense's hands.
Tribe, one of the best teams in the country, and getting off the field in these efforts, although the last couple of games have not been high ranking. Back to pass goes the quarterback over the middle. That ball's going to be incomplete. Could not get it to one of his favorite receivers, Asante Kearney, and the Tribe indeed has gotten off the field. Special teams unit, the punting unit on the field for Monmouth.
It's a well-designed play. They tried to delay, release Jack Neri, the tight end there, set a little moving pick there for the wide receiver, but the Tribe defensive player was so close there to the wide receiver, they were able to set that screen and then forced the throw to be out in front, and they bring up this punt.
Jalen Jones is deep for the Tribe. Luke Schubel, who's averaging 42 yards per punt, is in formation. There's the snap, and here's the kick. It's angling to the right side. Fair catch called for, and he got it. Jalen Jones makes the catch at the 12-yard line. The last one drive was a really nice drive by William and Mary. Put some yardage on the board, put some points on the board, and with 5:07 remaining in the second quarter, William and Mary on top 14-7. We'll have the ball when we return.
Fun fact, Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo.
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
We both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
There's a new home for care in Richmond. A hospital for kids unlike any other. Because in your child's life, you'll never know when you'll need help. You'll never know who you'll need. You'll never know what is possible. But you'll always know where it will happen. The new Children's Tower, unlike any other.
You can use Virginia 529 accounts for career and technical programs too. Learn more at virginia529.com.
Well, Malachi Emo is tired of us talking about Shorten for the Monmouth Hawks there, Sean.
I can imagine he is, but again, one of the things the Tribe has really enjoyed is the luxury of having a solid running back room. We've often talked about Bronson Yoder and Malachi Emo kind of being thunder and lightning. We're seeing quite a bit of that lightning today, but also seeing what makes this young man so special is the patience with which he runs, the ability to set up his runs, get behind his linebackers, help set up those blocks, and then exploding through those holes when that opportunity presents itself.
6 rushes and 44 yards for Malachi Emo, who is out of the ball game now. That's Martin Lucas, the feature back, and the quarterback is going to run the football. It's going to be a big run too, 30, 35-yard line, and out to the 39-yard line, maybe the 40. Scampers the running back Darius Wilson. Best run of the afternoon for Darius. Good to pick up there for the green and gold, and it's 1st and 10, another Computer Concepts first down.
Great decision. You see him recognize right away that the field opens up as coverage ensued down the field, and taking what that defense gives. Excellent job. Really impressed with the decision making that Darius is displaying today.
Still do not like the way he goes down at his tackle. That time he almost slid sideways. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Darius Wilson directing traffic. Now we got 2 wideouts to the far side, and they'll come back this way. That is Martin Lucas, the big man, across the 45 and out to the 47-yard line. Nearly another first down run, and it's a 1st and 10 for, or rather a 2nd down and short for William and Mary.
Again, offensive coordinator Christian Taylor balancing his play selection with pass and run.
Good for 9 yards. That'll bring up 2nd
forcing that Hawks defense to defend the entire field.
Martin Lucas, a 6'2", 240-pound sophomore out of Abington.
Now you're going to get a little eye candy. We've got Hollis Mathis in the backfield. Look for some motion.
Back to pass, over the middle, complete to Hollis Mathis at the 40-yard line, gets away, and downfield he goes, inside the 30, and all the way down to the 26-yard line. A Computer Concepts 1st and 10, and love how they're using Hollis Mathis this afternoon.
Just really taking advantage, spreading that Hawks defense out and attacking in those seams. Again, we talked about this as one of the keys of the game in terms of forcing them to defend the entire field.
Trips to the far side, quick snap. They'll throw it back to the left. He's got a couple of blockers ahead of him, and that'll be good yardage on that first down pass and run.
It's Malachi Emo out there.
By Thomas Joe Kamara for Monmouth.
Bring up 2nd down and 5.
Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Tribe.
Tribe trailed 7-0 at one point. Since that time, they've held the Hawks off the board with 2:43 remaining in the first half. Faking the handoff to Martin Lucas. Quarterback Darius Wilson will run it inside the 20 and down to maybe the 18-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Good for 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Tribe.
Good job, Darius. Again, getting what he can. Very manageable 3rd down, 3rd and short. Offensive coordinators like to stay in that 3rd and short.
Tribe is in the red zone. Snap, back to pass. Wilson gonna be chased out of the pocket. Now try to head for that first down marker. He'll get it and will step out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So he needed 2 yards, and he gets about 3.5, and they'll move the chains for the green and gold. Brought to you by Computer Concepts, and the Tribe really looking good on this drive so far.
Cannot say enough about how decisive Darius is today in making his decisions, seeing, taking what the defense gives him, recognizing what he sees, and trusting what he sees.
Right now, the Hawks have an injured player on the field. Logan Barnes is that man, being tended to.
There again, being decisive, recognizing what you have, not holding the football, taking advantage of what the defense gives. Excellent job. We talked about, early on about forcing the Hawks to defend the entire field. We've seen quite a bit of getting the ball into the flat, getting Hollis Mathis hitting in with swing passes, getting the ball to Malachi Emo underneath, but also attacking underneath with the tight end and with JT Mayo underneath. Darius being very patient and taking what the defense gives. Again, an excellent job of Christian Taylor. Also attacking vertically. And as Mike suggested earlier, once you start attacking vertically, it forces those safeties to get a little deeper, opening up even more room underneath. That's a really effective game plan being executed very well by the Tribe offense today.
Well, let's see if they can take it in and get another red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 of the 16-yard line. Mayo is out to the left side. They'll run it to the right side. That's Malachi Emo trying to find Pate Hurt for the 3rd time today. He dives to the pylon, and he does not get it. Must have stepped out of bounds right at the 1-yard line. Malachi Emo pointing to the pylon, but the official nonetheless says, nope, you didn't get in, young man. Although I think he wanted to see a replay of it.
Let's see if he actually stepped out. Don't know if this camera shot's going to give us his feet. This one may give us a better shot.
It's close.
It's close.
Sean, that run looked like the old running back drill. You run through the old tackling deal. The arms that get through right here. He protects that ball. He gets skinny and able to bust through there. And yeah, you see that foot stepped out right inside that 1-yard line.
So it'll bring up first down and goal to goal, fellas, with at the 1 yard line for William and Mary. Essential, obviously, that they take advantage of this opportunity. There have been 3 or 4 really nice drives offensively with this team that's racking up some yardage this afternoon.
Racking up some yardage, but again, offensive coordinator Christian Taylor doesn't want to just rack up yards. He wants it to end with 6 points, getting that ball in the end zone, and I believe he'll throw something if they don't do it here.
Yeah. And go back to that play, about almost a 30-yard gain on that pass to Hollis Mathis earlier in this drive. We've seen a lot from Hollis Mathis this year, going to the flat. This time he swung out of the backfield. Everybody on the field thought he was going to go to the flat. The defender or linebacker jumped outside to defend the flat. He slid right underneath and hit that big gain up the middle. You see right here again, this Malachi Emo run just bust through there and maybe got away with a hold there. William Mary offensive line looked like may have had a hold of a jersey, but right here you see that foot step out before that ball extends and should be at about the half-yard line, I would believe.
Yep, right at the 1, actually.
The other thing about these last 2 drives for the Tribe is they are chewing up quite a bit of clock, which is really important when you're playing against a very high-powered offense like Monmouth brings in here today. Fewer times you can give them the football, fewer opportunities to score. So again, being effective in terms of chewing up clock, but also, again, importantly, getting that ball in the end zone and getting 6 points on the board.
Sean, that was one of your keys to the game earlier today. We heard you control of the clock for 1 time.
After further review, ruling on fields confirmed the runner stepped out the 1 yard line and be first and goal, William and Mary at the 1.
Well, let's see if they'll give Malachi a shot. He's in there.
Well, why take 4 plays to do what you can do in 1? Let's see if the Tribe can get it in here on this play.
Big number 78 leaving the huddle. That's Marcus Crowell.
Kind of wildcat look here.
Got Trey McDonald in the backfield.
Right to Malachi Emo, so he'll have a shot here. After the snap to him, he'll take off to the left side, be bunched up in the backfield, and he will not get in, or it's very close.
As Hawk defender comes away with that football. Looks like number 1 there for the Hawks, Eddie Morales. Don't know if his forward progress was stopped there at the line of scrimmage. That'd be the last thing you'd want to see if you're Christian Taylor and his Tribe team. See it coming right at you right here, and they're ripping at that ball. Still ripping that ball. He's under control there, and still nothing out. I think eventually they pull that ball out, but he's down right there. That forward progress is stopped.
Pretty good job by the right side of that defensive line for Monmouth.
Got to give Monmouth credit too. They're just ripping incessantly at that football, trying to get it out. That's what you want to see out of your defense if you're down here, especially that ball is exposed. Obviously, those running backs and receivers want to extend that ball across the goal line, and when that ball, you think about reaching that ball out, you got to start ripping and punching at that ball. A turnover there is a huge boost for your team if you can get a turnover here deep inside your own 5-yard line.
All right, got another timeout on the field here. So what do you queue up here? The ball's at the 1 yard line, middle of the football field. And so, you got as much room to work to the left as you do to the right here.
A lot of options for Coach Christian Taylor here.
Well, we told you it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and a lot of folks are wearing pink, including yours truly. And my colleagues up here, Mike Leach and Sean Knight, in recognition of that. And we'll also have Dr. Tay Chun on at halftime from VCU Health. It's sponsored by VCU Health. How appropriate for an afternoon that we are highlighting awareness to fight against breast cancer. And our game sponsor is VCU Health, and our guest is Dr. Tai Chun, the chair of VCU's Division of Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, who specializes in treating women who have survived breast cancer and helps return them to normal lives through reconstructive surgery. Also, as you mentioned, Lane Campbell will be our guest at halftime.
Pride of Winchester, Virginia. Lang obviously always been a huge supporter of William Mary football since he left campus here all those years ago, and it's going to be great to catch up with him here at halftime.
Gentlemen, I'm going to step away, and I'm just going to marvel at y'all's ability to interview folks here. Sean, we'll talk to him about your obvious quarterback options that you had with head coach Jimmy Laycock being the quarterback, the offensive coordinator.
After further review, please reset the game clock to 1:39. 1:39. It'll be second down. Play clock will be set to 40 seconds. It'll start on my whistle.
So Jay, we were talking about the position of this ball being on the 1 yard line, essentially in the middle of the field with all the options available to offensive coordinator Christian Taylor. I would be surprised here on a second down to see some sort of mixed direction pass where fake the run one way and get your quarterback out on the corner with some options to throw or to run in this situation.
30 seconds.
Monmouth is going to take a timeout, so we'll have a little bit more time to talk about this play. Martin Lucas is in the ball game. He's the bruiser, but I guess we do want to take a break. We'll come back with the big second down and goal play after this timeout. From Van Wagner.
Recognizes individuals who invest in the long-term stability.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs. So she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
Okay, second down and goal from the 1 yard line. Martin Lucas is in the backfield beside the quarterback, Darius Wilson. Darius looking at that. Well, it'll be a direct snap to the running back who cannot get in.
Just tried the old push there, a little quarterback sneak there, motioned Hollis Mathis back in there, took the direct snap, and not enough load there. Hollis Mathis at 180 pounds, unable to push that pile. They got Martin Lucas staying in the game here. Going to be curious to see if the big 240-pounder can get this one in.
Colton Turner's in there. He's the tight end, 6'4", 240-pounder out of Plano, Texas. Don't know what it's taking so long here.
I tried milking the clock down here. Don't want to leave Monmouth with much time left.
Okay, and they will then use their timeout. Good call there.
William and Mary, 30-second timeout.
Ball is inching closer to that goal line. Good crowd on hand on Parents' Day weekend. 11,340 seats sold. Again, another great crowd at the Tailgate Terrace to our right, presented by Chesapeake Bank, Virginia Beer, and Old City Barbecue, providing a wonderful combination. Beautiful day on a late October, isn't it?
You cannot ask for a better day in late October. I know there are a lot of people who like to assert that football weather is that cold and windy stuff. I beg to differ. I think that's basketball weather because it's an indoor sport. I think this is a great day for football.
All right. Third down and goal from the 1 yard line. Quarterback Wilson back to pass the football into the end zone. He goes with a touchdown, William and Mary. No, he was out of the end zone. He dropped that football, I guess. Looked like he had control of it but could not bring it in. JT Mayo was the intended receiver, and now it's fourth down and goal from the 1.
Yeah, we got the play action I was anticipating, had the receiver open. Good job by Darius Wilson going through his quick progression, and we just didn't secure it.
Good play there by number 17, punching that ball out.
Good job by Mike Reed
for Monmouth. It looks like we got a penalty on William Mary. Is that right, or we called timeout here?
I think it's a timeout.
Timeout, okay.
Timeout here with just 40 seconds remaining. So
Nothing
Coach
wrong
London
with this.
has been very, very adamant about his team needs to score touchdowns. Obviously, we talked about Christian Taylor's desire for that, but Coach London is really a believer. Now, analytics, what do they say? Probably go for it on fourth down and less than a yard.
I think you got to go for it. I think that the opportunity to get that ball in the end zone before the half again is excellent. Understanding you're going to get the ball back the second half to be able to get a score here because they deferred, won the toss but deferred, so they'll get the ball the second half. But to get the ball in the end zone, to score here right before the half, and then get the ball back the second half, puts them in position to really extend this lead significantly.
It's like a wishbone formation with a quarterback with the football. Now he's going to give that ball to Martin Lucas, who will go in for the score. Touchdown, William and Mary now. Touchdown, green and gold. Martin Lucas got that football, and the 6'2", 240-pounder used every ounce of his strength and gets in for the third time of the day for the Tribe.
Every bit of it. Bronson Yoder is out today, but we've still got some thunder and lightning.
Well, you put number 30 in there for the Tribe, backup offensive lineman in there at the tight end position, along with number 85, Trey McDonald, in the backfield.
Yeah, it was Tyler Payne, actually, who you're talking about, wearing number 30 this afternoon, a backup lineman. He provided the impetus, and the Tribe with the extra point is up and good by Manovsky. And it's a 21-7 ball game with just 37 seconds remaining until halftime.
Could not play out any better. Again, the idea of chewing up that clock, keeping that Monmouth offense off the field, and actually ending your drives in the end zone. Just want to show some love again today. Those guys up front are doing an excellent job today. Really proud of the work they're doing up front in both the running game and the passing game.
Yeah, Charles Grant, Caden Lynch, Bart Francois, Marcus Crowell, and Rion Hagler leading in the way of the Tribe that time. And again, another very impressive drive for William and Mary.
Coach Christian Taylor doing a really good job. I can't say enough about the job he's doing today, mixing up his play selection, attacking on the outside and then coming back and attacking up in the seams and in the gaps and mixing in his run and pass, doing an excellent job again of executing one of those keys to the game of forcing the Hawks defense to defend the entire field.
There's a pooch kick, fair catch called for at the 25-yard line. Nice effective kick for William and Mary Special Teams unit. William and Mary, with 37 seconds remaining until halftime, has racked up 309 total yards already, Sean.
Just again, I think that's a testament to both play selection but also the execution. The team's executing very well, and I believe it begins with the trigger man, Darius Wilson, who's been very decisive in his decision making today, taking what the defense gives and attacking very decisively.
1st and 10, the 25-yard line. The Hawks trailing now 21-7.
The Tribe certainly doesn't want to give up any cheap ones here.
No, we have seen teams score late in first half. You remember the Virginia game where they scored with about 7 seconds to play. There's a flare out to the right side complete, and he's trying to get outside or get out of bounds. Kieran, he was. I don't know if he made it or not.
I believe he did.
Malcolm Spencer. No, Ryan Poole on the play defensively.
It was John Pius almost coming up with the sack on that play.
Every sack this afternoon is a sack to give back. Food Line Feeds program. Trips to the near side. McCray looking over the Tribe defense. 3 down linemen. Nate Lynn rushing from the right side of he steps up in the pocket and now will run that football and be hit from behind. Actually, he slid down. So they'll mark it back at the 33-yard line. He doesn't get the first down. 3rd down and about 3 and 10 seconds remaining. Monmouth quickly up to the line of scrimmage. I'm surprised they're just not going to kneel down on this one, but they're going to try to get one more play off. Quarterback McCray throwing it downfield. That ball is going to be thrown out of bounds, and we are at halftime. Good halftime for William & Mary, over 300 yards in total offense, holding an outstanding Monmouth offense to 144 yards, and thus lead by 2 touchdowns at halftime here on Family Weekend here at Zabel Stadium. Actually, there may be 1 second remaining. Is that what you're saying, Mike? I think it is halftime. They said go on to your locker room. What the score? William & Mary 21 and Monmouth 7. We'll be back for the William & Mary Bookstore halftime show after this timeout.
Fun fact, Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo.
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
There's a new home for care in Richmond. A hospital for kids unlike any other. Because in your child's life, you'll never know when you'll need help. You'll never know who you'll need. You'll never know what is possible. But you'll always know where it will happen. The new Children's Tower, unlike any other.
You can use Virginia 529 accounts for career and technical programs too. Learn more at virginia529.com.
CMA's Williamsburg Ford welcomes the College of William & Mary to shop new and pre-owned vehicles today. Visit us in store at our newly remodeled facility or search online at williamsburgford.com and browse our inventory of popular models, including a great selection of F-150s, and get a great offer when you trade in your vehicle. Plus, if you don't see what you're looking for, custom order your new Ford with us. CMA's Williamsburg Ford. Owners just do more.
Today. Yeah, it is. We are back at halftime. Welcome back to the William & Mary Bookstore halftime show. Jay Colley back with you with a very special guest today, and that is, of course, Lane Campbell, the Walter Payton Award winner, the only Walter Payton Award winner the university has ever had. The bust of that great award sits in the Jimmy Laycock Center, and joining us is the aforementioned Lane Campbell. And Lane, first of all, thanks for joining us, and you look great. Good to see you.
Always a pleasure to be here, Jay.
Lane, you and I were talking about where you're from. I think Mike Leach said you were the pride of Winchester, but you're going to crown that to Malachi Emo today.
Yeah, if he would have didn't step out of bounds at the end of the
he needed 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns at 1/2, then he would have been. But I will say it's good to see someone with speed from Winchester on the field. I know there's been a long lineage of Winchester players. Mike Partlow thinks he was fast, but I know Malachi, it's good to see him blazing down the field.
And you don't include you in that speed category?
I'm kind of middle tier, but definitely faster than Mike. Not nearly as fast as Malachi.
But you had enough in that special season of 2004 to become the National Player of the Year in the FCS level. Some of your memories of that year?
I think the best memory is just the community aspect, right? And we were talking about it earlier today at Dave Murphy's dedication to the recruiting lounge, which is amazing. But talking about just how start of the year and professors didn't even care about football. You know, the community didn't care about football. We kept winning and winning and winning. And, you know, even the professors would spend 5 minutes at the beginning of class. How'd the game go this week, right? This weekend. So kids, students camping out to get tickets before the JMU game. It's just a special year, but the whole community aspect of it was great.
It's very appropriate. You're talking about the community while we're showing your statistics, almost 4,000 yards, for goodness sakes, in passing. You had 30 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean, those numbers are just phenomenal, clearly. And the Tribe won a lot of ball games, too. That was fun.
A lot of fun, and I've seen a lot of these, the memories with biggest things with the teammates, sharing it with them. Still get dinner with a lot of guys that are in the DC area. We just showed Dominique Thompson at Delaware. I mean, 4 touchdowns. Malachi had been great to see him score 3 in the first half. Dominique scoring 4 against Delaware in the first quarter, I think, first half was great.
Lang, I did not prepare you for this question, but last week we had head coach Jimmy Laycock on very appropriately enough, homecoming. Any Coach Laycock stories you'd like to pass along during your tenure? I'm sure he was always kind to you in those quarterback meetings.
None I'm allowed to share publicly, but he's been great. I really appreciated the mentorship he provided, and now that I'm out, even getting to come back and tailgating with him is a really unique experience, and had a lot of fun kind of growing older with Coach Laycock.
It's interesting you say that because you and Sean were outstanding quarterbacks here. We've had a long history of outstanding quarterbacks at William & Mary, and that quarterback room, some of the stories were nearly the same from decade to decade, weren't they, amongst you guys?
We'll say the tenure of Coach Laycock was so special because it was a tie that bound all of us together.
Of the students,
all the way
faculty
back,
members.
Chris Carney, who's here today, in the early 80s, to Sean, to me and beyond, right? Jake Phillips, etc. The common denominator was Coach Laycock, so we could share those stories with a wink and a nod and chuckle at some of the sayings and just the relationships that each of us had with him. So it was special.
You're listening to the halftime bookstore, William & Mary Bookstore halftime show. The spotlight today is Lane Campbell.
Owners just do more.
You can use Virginia 529 accounts for career and technical programs too. Learn more at virginia529.com.
There's a new home for care in Richmond. A hospital for kids unlike any other. Because in your child's life, you'll never know when you'll need help. You'll never know who you'll need. You'll never know what is possible. But you'll always know where it will happen. The new Children's Tower, unlike any other.
When it comes to Kings Mill, we're not just another resort. We're the only 4-diamond condominium resort in Williamsburg, providing an unparalleled range of newly renovated accommodations and dining experiences, a stunning setting along the James River, and a boundless range of recreational pursuits. Kings Mill Resort. It's fun, relaxing, and exhilarating. Kings Mill Resort, a memorable riverside escape.
And this is to highlight Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I'd like to talk about breast reconstruction and breast cancer care that we offer at VCU Health at William & Mary. You know, it's one facility where you can get a consultation with a breast surgeon on how to manage your breast cancer, and then with a reconstructive plastic surgeon on how to rebuild afterwards. Because you can't complete the cancer process unless you've had the opportunity to restore and rebuild after your cancer care. We're offering novel new techniques to rebuild a breast, including implants, using your own tissue, and even some techniques to preserve sensation and prevent some things called lymphedema. From a patient standpoint, I think what's really needs to be highlighted is the easy access for patients. We're located perfectly within the historic triangle, and so you can get in and out of the clinic fairly rapidly, and you can get in to see an expert in especially cancer care and reconstruction without having to go all the way to Richmond. You can get a high-level consultation at that point, and then it gives you time to kind of mull over your choices and decide how you want to be cared for. You know, it's the pink game, and it's also a family weekend. And I remember being a student at William & Mary in 1990 and participating in the Massey Center 5K with William & Mary. And for me to be able to talk about our cancer care and our cancer reconstruction at VCU Health here at William & Mary, it's a lot like coming home. And I just want to close on one thought. Go Tribe.
This is where everything starts. It's a place of new beginnings, new opportunities, and a new identity. We are the Coastal Athletic Association, and from the beaches to the city streets, we are united to succeed at an elite level. In competition, in our communities, in our lives. This is the tide that lifts us, the fire that burns inside all of us. This is our moment, our new chapter. This is CAA football, and we are united in excellence.
Tribe on top 21-7. We are at halftime. It's William & Mary trying to break a 3-game losing streak, and so far so good. But it is a 4-quarter game, Sean Knight, as we learned last week.
It is a 4-quarter game. A half does not a game make. I fully expect that is the messaging in that locker room during this halftime. We've kind of been here before where we played an excellent first half. Here we got some of the highlights. Again,
Jaden Sheridan
came into this game with much talk about him and his running prowess. But Malachi Emo is showing that he is not to be outdone as well.
Sean McElwain had a great first half. The big tight end caught 5 balls for 60 some odd yards.
5 targets, 5 catches. The big thing, he had 47 yards after the catch, Jay.
Wow.
96 total yards with 47 of them after the catch. And again, the Tribe defense coming up big when they needed to and getting the turnovers and the stops, giving that ball back to the offense. And here's Malachi Emo. Again, not to be outdone. He is matched. He is certainly matched Sheridan's step for step, stride for stride. Both of them at the half, averaging 7 yards a carry. But again, the edge goes to the Tribe after that first half, as they've been able to do some really important things. Again, time of possession, the Tribe having the ball almost 20 minutes, almost twice as long as the Hawks in that first half. And penalties, they've not been hurting themselves. They had 2 early, but only 1 after that, and that was that questionable celebration call. So they did a really good job of not hurting themselves. And then finally, again, touchdowns versus field goals, getting that ball in the end zone when they were in the green zone there. So I think Coach London's probably very happy with that first half. But again, I'm sure that messaging is, guys, we got to finish the job.
Time now for the first half stats, brought to you by Wells Fargo Advisors of Williamsburg, and they are all William & Mary. Got to be proud of the way this team has not only dominated time-wise, but 309 yards in the first half. I mean, you double that, that's a pretty good game.
That is very robust.
Yes.
That is a very robust first half. Again, I think that is indicative of a result of Coach Christian Taylor's play selection, play calling, but also players executing the game plan very effectively. Darius Wilson being very efficient, making good decisions, very decisive decisions, taking what the defense gives, and again, taking advantage of attacking the Hawks defense across the field, both horizontally and vertically. Again, I can't say enough about how pleased they must be with that performance that first half. The most important thing is I think they kept they kept that Monmouth offense, that number 1 ranked offense in the conference, off the field. They certainly had some success when they were on it, but they've been able to keep the ball away from them. So again, I think they'll be looking for a repeat performance for the second half.
We'll come back with the second half. You've been listening to and viewing the William Mary Bookstore halftime show. Back with more, including some scores from around the league after this timeout.
There's a new home for care in Richmond. A hospital for kids unlike any other. Because in your child's life, you'll never know when you'll need help. You'll never know who you'll need. You'll never know what is possible. But you'll always know where it will happen. The new Children's Tower, unlike any other.
You can use Virginia 529 accounts for career and technical programs too. Learn more at virginia529.com.
Fun fact, Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo.
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs. So she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
This is where everything starts. It's a place of new beginnings, new opportunities, and a new identity. We are the Coastal Athletic Association, and from the beaches to the city streets, we are united to succeed at an elite level. In competition, in our communities, in our lives. This is the tide that lifts us, the fire that burns inside all of us. This is our moment, our new chapter. This is CAA football, and we are united in excellence.
What's up, Tribe fans? This is Jalen Jones. You are watching William Mary Football on the Tribe Sports Network.
We are back at halftime with William and Mary on top 21-7. It's time now for the scoreboard update presented by Embassy Suites by Hilton, the official hotel partner of William and Mary Athletics. Next week's opponent, Albany, has already put up 24 against Maine, leading at halftime by 10. New Hampshire over Rhode Island. That's early, obviously NC-A&T and Hampton. 7-3 in the first quarter, early ball game. Delaware continues to roll. They're 4-0 coming into today's game, and not over yet, but leading 38-0 over Towson is a wow factor. Stony Brook and Villanova at 7-7, and then later on today, Campbell versus a red-hot Richmond team that has found a quarterback and found their groove. Looking forward to the end of the year. Game versus the Richmond Spiders. That is the last game of the year, obviously, but Sean, 2 games between now and then are very, very important, both on the road at Albany and then at Hampton.
Both of those ball clubs are really formidable opponents. This Monmouth team, of course, had a big win over Hampton a week ago, but that is always a very dangerous team, very athletic, very, very skilled. And of course, Albany having a very good showing today against Maine. So again, 2 very good ball games, very important ball games ahead of us, but the business at hand is today to finish this football game and play 2 more solid quarters.
Well, Tribe trying to do that the rarity is scored late in the first half and then get the ball in the second half. We're going to take another break. We'll come back with a second half kickoff. The scoreboard update was brought to you by Embassy Suites by Hilton. We shall return after this timeout.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs. So she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
When it comes to Kings Mill, we're not just another resort. We're the only 4-diamond condominium resort in Williamsburg, providing an unparalleled range of newly renovated accommodations and dining experiences, a stunning setting along the James River, and a boundless range of recreational pursuits. Kings Mill Resort. It's fun, relaxing, and exhilarating. Kings Mill Resort, a memorable riverside escape.
There's a new home for care in Richmond. A hospital for kids unlike any other. Because in your child's life, you'll never know when you'll need help. You'll never know who you'll need. You'll never know what is possible. But you'll always know where it will happen.
Works his way forward to about the 29-yard line. Malachi running with authority today. Even when he looked like he might have been hemmed up a couple of yards downfield, he gets 4.
Yeah, he's very patient, sets up his blocks very well, and has excellent vision to find the crease and then explode. Has enough explosion to get through those creases.
John Hanley High School in Winchester. High school is our halftime show guest went to. Lane Campbell, 2nd down and 5. And he will loft it to the left down the sideline. Thomas Mathis incomplete.
A lot of contact down there, no flag.
Mike Reed, the quarterback, on the play defensively.
Taking a shot at Hollis Mathis there on the outside.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Tribe.
Deontay Lehigh into the ball game for William and Mary. Now JT Mayo is going to enter late. And the Tribe breaks the huddle on a 3rd down and 5. Lehigh wide to the far side. He's got one-on-one coverage down there, and the quarterback is pressing. In motion is Hollis Mathis, and now they'll throw it downfield to JT Mayo, complete at the 35-yard line. Mr. Official, move those chains. What a play as he gets it all the way out to the 40. 1st and 10 for William and Mary, and that time, Sean, it was set up perfectly, and that was either the 2nd or maybe even the 3rd read for Darius Wilson.
Again, we've been talking about this with Darius all day long, just the patience that he's displaying and going through his progressions and finding the open man and throwing the ball decisively. Just really impressed with his play today. And I'm sure Coach Christian Taylor is very happy with what he's seeing.
So the Tribe keeps the drive alive on a big 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 to the 40-yard line now. Wilson will fake a handoff. Back to pass he goes, steps up in the pocket and throws it downfield. He's got a man. Did he make the catch? No, incomplete. Carson Jenkins bobbled it. Thought he might have had it. Pretty good defense that time by Jude Umanakawi. And it's incomplete.
Again, I don't know if I can really express enough about that throw, just the touch that he put on that throw. Mike talked earlier on in the game about how Darius is actually throwing receivers open, and that was a situation where he actually demonstrated great touch and leading the receiver up the field. Just couldn't come up with the catch on the back end.
Second down and 10 to go. Three wideouts of the game. Back to pass goes Darius Wilson, stepping up in the pocket, and he is going to be sacked. Might be the first sack of the day against Darius Wilson. The Tribe, I don't know if I call that a letdown on the front line, or that was more of a defensive back sack for Monmouth.
It was a combination of the two. Monmouth brought some pressure that time, little stunt up front, and brought the linebackers, and they had excellent coverage on the back end. And again, Darius may not look like it to the naked eye, but I think that, again, that was a good decision of not throwing that ball, not forcing it into a bad situation, making a bad situation worse. Go ahead, take the sack, live to fight another play.
Logan Barnes was the sack artist on that one. Third down and 15 for William & Mary. Moving from left to right here in the third quarter. First possession of the second half by either team. They'll flare it out to the left side, complete to Malachi Emo, who tries to get a lane and is knocked down from behind. After about a 5, maybe a 6-yard pickup, it is fourth down and 9. And Will Whitehurst will come on the field for the green and gold. There's the snap. The kick is away. Will's kick is a wobbly kick and taken at the 20-yard line. No return. Very effective kick there by Whitehurst, one of the top punters in the league, and we'll keep it here and see that vaunted Monmouth offense come on the field. What kind of adjustments do you think they made in the second half?
Well, frankly, I think they continued doing what they were doing. I think they were really successful the first half in doing what they do, running the ball very effectively with Jaden Sheridan and mixing in some of the RPO stuff. They just simply didn't have the ball a whole lot the first half. I think they come back and get back to what they were doing, running the ball, maybe a little RPO, run pass option here on this first play, just to get back to doing what they were doing.
McCray will simply keep that football as he gets across the 20 and out to the 22-yard line, gain of a couple. Quinn Osborne making the stop for William & Mary. Tribe leading 21-7, trying to break a 3-game losing streak this afternoon. Heading to Albany next Saturday, a 1 o'clock kick at Albany, New York, the capital of New York. Second down and 9. Man in motion. Kearney sets up on the other side. McCray bouncing around in the backfield. Now going to be chased out of the pocket. Got to get rid of that football as he was hit. Incomplete. Bring up third now. Nice defensive effort that time.
Absolutely. Excellent coverage on the back end. He had plenty of time to throw the football, just nowhere to throw the football. Tribe doing an excellent job in that secondary. Jalen Jones, Malcolm Spencer, Marcus Barnes, and Ryan Poole doing an excellent job on the back end.
Third down and 8 to go for this Monmouth bunch, trailing 21-7 here in the third quarter. Number 8, Marquez McCray.
Little nickel package from the Tribe here. Jaden Joyner in the ball game.
McCray back to pass, has some time, picks up some blocking, now runs it to his left, now throws it over the middle, incomplete. Tell you what, give credit right there to Kevin Gerald, because even though he was on the play, he may not have deflected the football, but he certainly he got in the way of the passing lane from Marquez McCray to his intended receiver.
Yes, he did. Again, excellent coverage on the back end, that dime package, and Tribe covering receivers all over the field, just nowhere to go with the football. Great stop. It's exactly what they needed to give the ball back to their offense.
Jalen Jones is deep. A twin setback for the Tribe, and this one is kicked to Jalen and may go out of bounds, and it does. Well, We'll see where they mark it out of bounds.
We'll have good field position to start.
Should. Well, we'll find out just how good a field position. I guess it'll be at the 35-yard line when we return. 10:56 remaining in the third quarter. William and Mary on top, 21-7. Family Day here at Zabel Stadium. We'll be right back.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Welcome to Scream Therapy. Scream Therapy at Howler Scream. It's scary good for you.
Earlier today, the friends and family of Dave Murphy gathered for the dedication of the Dave Murphy Recruiting Lounge. This critical space in the Jimmy Laycock Center was given a makeover and use of funds raised in support of the David Murphy Memorial Football Endowment that was generously supported by his friends, family, and former teammates, all of whose lives he touched. This fund is intended to provide critical support in areas that improve the program and most especially impact our student athletes. The late Dave Murphy is smiling today.
Dave Murphy, again, former quarterback, part of that quarterback fraternity, but just a invaluable supporter, lifelong supporter of Tribe athletics and particularly Tribe football, and just an overall great individual. His void is still felt. Can I think of someone more worthy of the honor of recognizing that space?
Yeah, his love of Tribe football still resonating. Quarterback will go back and pass that football, and that's not going to be a whole lot. Trey McDonald, I think, may have been the man that caught it. Charlie Sasso, their middle linebacker, made the stop.
Not a lot on that, but you saw again making the Hawks defense defend the entire field, motioning the one tight end outside, bringing JT Mayo inside, and then bringing the other tight end across. So again, Christian Taylor trying to force the Hawks defense to stay honest and defend the entire field.
Two receivers to the near side. It's going to be second down at about 9 here. JT Mayo in motion, and they'll hand the football off to Malachi Emo, who's caught from behind and actually lost a yard or two. Big number 58, Shaku Tunkara, made the play, senior out of Woodbridge, Virginia, with a nice effort.
Not sure how that Virginia boy got out of Virginia, honestly.
So they're at third down and 10. Because we've never been to Monmouth as a university in football or basketball. We'll be playing up there in basketball this year. Third down and 10. 3 receivers to the far side and 1 to the near. First time these two teams have ever met. That's going to pass to the left side of the football field to Hollis Matthews, who does a nice job reversing his forward progress, and now we'll dive out to the 39-yard line. Not enough for a first down, though. Here's the punting unit once again.
Monmouth defense, hold serve again. So, both defenses starting the second half out, working very efficiently.
Fourth down and 5. Will Whitehurst, the 6'3", 205-pounder out of Greenville, North Carolina, gets this punt away. That's a line drive effort, and it's returnable, taking on the run at the 21. He's at the 28 quickly and still on his feet at the 30 and down to the 31-yard line. Nice special teams play by Isaiah Jones. Special teams, sometimes the unsung heroes, Sean, but it has to do with obviously not keeping the opposition from scoring a touchdown, but where the potentially drive start is all in the hands of special teams as well.
Absolutely, and in many ball games, the field position battle is the key to the game. So far here, both defenses, as I said, holding serve, and we'll see if the Tribe defense can do it again.
Marquez McCray, the quarterback, transfer from Sacred Heart. He gets the handoff to Sheridan, and Sheridan has some big yardage. He's still on his feet, shirking tackles, and he'll get out to the midfield stripe. That's a 20-yard run by Jaden Sheridan, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Monmouth.
Again, on display his shiftiness and his balance, and just how difficult it is to bring him down. Patience to get through the hole, and just very, very difficult to bring down.
Finally, Kevin Jarrell, one of the best tacklers on this team, a captain, brings him down, but they get to the 49-yard line of William and Mary. 21-yard pickup, man in motion. Quarterback is McCray, and he will again hand that ball off to Sheridan, and who blamed him? He cuts back the other way, gets 3 yards out of it, 2nd down and 7.
Good job of setting the edge there. John Pius really setting the edge and forcing Sheridan back inside where there was help. It's one of the keys to stopping a runner that has the kind of vision, balance, and shiftiness of Sheridan is that gap integrity that we talked about as one of the keys of the game.
Asante Kearney wide to the right side. There's the snap, and they'll hand off. It's a reverse. Now a flea flicker. Back to pass McCray. Down the field he goes. Overthrows his intended receiver. Really good defense there. He did not bite Malcolm Spencer. We've said his name a couple of times today.
Several times. You know, so many times we give so much attention to what they're doing in that front end of the defense with Nate Lynn and John Pius, but the secondary, the back end of that defense has been very effective today. A lot of experience back there, and I think that experience showed on that play, not getting sucked up with all of the motion.
Cade Lateef is in the game. Redshirt freshman from Fredericksburg. 3rd down and 7 to go. They will hand the football off to Sheridan, who's got a big room and a 1st down and more at the 20. He's at the 10, the 5. He is digging, and he scores. Tripped up at the 5-yard line, but somehow stayed on his feet. Jaden Sheridan gets into the end zone, and it's all of a sudden a 1-score game.
And you see how explosive he can be once he gets through that into that second level and into that secondary. You can see there was a burst of speed that propelled him into the end zone.
He had 276 yards and 4 touchdowns versus Hampton all by himself. He's racking up some yards today. As this extra point will pull Monmouth, and it does, to within 7. With 7:19 remaining in the 3rd quarter, it is William and Mary 21 and the visiting Monmouth Hawks 14. We'll be right back.
At William and Mary, we strive to be more than we are, and to do more than we've ever done. Here, we do not live in the shadows of the giants of American history that we helped to shape. We stand on their shoulders, reaching higher, looking further, and leading the way forward. To be a place where history happens every day, and to be a university for the bold.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs. So she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
CMA's Williamsburg Ford welcomes the College of William and Mary to shop new and pre-owned vehicles today. Visit us in store at our newly remodeled facility or search online at williamsburgford.com and browse our inventory of popular models, including a great selection of F-150s, and get a great offer when you trade in your vehicle. Plus, if you don't see what you're looking for, custom order your new Ford with us. CMA's Williamsburg Ford. Owners just do more.
William & Mary Athletics is proud to have honored 224 student athletes from 21 sports as recipients of the Provost Award in the spring of 2023 after a strong year of academic achievement. The Provost Award program recognizes students who maintain at least a 3.5 cumulative GPA. Provost Peggy Aguras and Director of Athletics Brian Mann were also present on the field with those student athletes available in attendance today. It's some amazing numbers. Guys, you guys both graduated from William & Mary, all Hall of Famers in your own right. Those are very impressive numbers, Mike.
Huge. Let's love to see those guys get it done on the field and in the classroom to put the student in student athlete.
Speaking of impressive numbers, Jaden Sheridan getting some impressive numbers as well.
Yeah, 12 carries, 135 yards, averaging 11.3 per carry. That play, 4 plays, 70 yards, only took a minute, 32 off the clock, capped off by his 45-yard touchdown run.
And here's the ensuing kickoff. A fair catch called for, and William & Mary will have it at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Well, we said it would have been a great boost if the Tribe had been able to score on their first couple of occasions. Now it's becoming imperative because you just do not think that this Monmouth Hawks team is going to go down quietly.
They are not. Again, they're not the number one ranked offense in the conference for nothing. I mean, they're very, very effective at what they do when they're given an opportunity to do it. And I think Coach London would like to see his offense put together a solid drive and sustain the drive here, chew up some time on that clock, and again, finish the drive in the end zone.
Malachi Emo, the feature back on this drive. He's had a good afternoon. He's on beside the quarterback who gets a low snap, and now we'll throw that ball downfield. That is a great catch, over the shoulder catch. Sean McElwain with his 6th catch of the day at the 40-yard line. Mr. Official, move those chains. That's a Computer Concepts 1st and 10.
We've got to go right on the outside, clearing out and opening up that area for Sean McElwain to catch that football underneath. Again, good read by Darius and a solid throw.
Out to the 42-yard line, so the Tribe in business, 1st and 10. Lehigh wide to the left side of the field. It is 1st and 10 for William & Mary at the 42-yard line. JT Mayo moves a couple of steps to the near side, and they back that football across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. .6:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 21-14 the tally. Darius Wilson looking over the defense. Well, he'll keep that football again, and he drug down by the shirt, but the Tribe trying to continue movement there, and they'll get at to the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down to about 4.
Again, good job by Darius on that play, taking what the defense gives, finding a crease and continuing to fight for additional yards. I always get a little uncomfortable when I see the quarterback up on his feet that long and that much traffic.
3rd down and 3. Tribe trying to maintain possession, leading 21-14. 5:20 left. That's Hollis Mathis under center. Now he's in motion back this way, and Darius Wilson will get the football over the middle complete, and that'll be a 1st down. Carson Jenkins again taking advantage of what they give you, and Carson Jenkins has had a couple of catches today.
Again, making those Hawks chase receivers all over the field, opening up a ton of real estate underneath, and Darius being very patient and going through his progression. That's probably about the third read in that progression for Darius.
2 receivers to the near side. Hollis Mathis to the far side over there by the Monmouth bench. Now he's in motion. They'll flood the right side of the football field. They'll fake the handoff to Martin Lucas. Back to pass goes the left-hander. A flag goes down. This will come back, but it's a very nice run by the quarterback. That's coming back this way at the 20. Still running sideways at the 20-yard line, and he will be finally hit at the 16 where he is taken out of bounds. That's a lot of running. He'll need some oxygen after that play, but I'm afraid it's all going to be for naught.
Yeah, I think they might get Charles Grant for a hold here.
Now put yourself back in Darius's shoes back in the day. Would you need a break?
Holding. Offense, number 60. 10-yard penalty to the previous spot.
You're praying for this next play call to be a run.
Number 61 for
and not a quarterback run.
One play, this helmet was removed.
Ryan Hagler's helmet was removed. He's going to have to leave the game.
Yeah, see it right there.
Mark off, yep. We'll move that football back to the 49-yard line of William and Mary, so they got to go a long way for a first down.
Yeah, that was an outstanding effort by Darius.
First and 20, pardon me. And they will hand the football up right the middle.
Looked like Martin Lucas on that carry.
Martin had a touchdown earlier today.
Stopped by Charlie Sasso for the Hawks.
Thunder on that carry. Lightning coming back into the ball game. Malachi Emo.
That'll bring up 2nd and long for the Tribe.
2nd down and 18. Clock running. 3:29 left in the third quarter. William and Mary clings to a 21-14 lead. 21-14, trying to break a 3-game losing streak. McElwain in motion, back to pass, over the middle, nearly intercepted. Oh my, that would have been picked by one of their middle linebackers, maybe Ryan Moran.
Yeah, it looks like he had Trey McDonald going up the seam. He just underthrew that pass. Just didn't get that pass up over the linebacker. Again, Darius is seeing the field very well. I think going through his progressions, making the right reads. Just didn't get that ball up enough to get it over the linebacker on that play.
Lehigh into the game as the Tribe breaks the huddle on 3rd down and long. You need about 10, maybe 15 yards to give Banofsky a chance at a field goal. It's 3rd down and 18. They're going to go down the field, and that ball's going to be held on to by J.T. Mayo. What a catch by that young man, the junior, at the 25-yard line. He knew he was going to get hit, and he held on anyway.
Heck of a throw, heck of a catch. Again, Christian Taylor challenging the Hawks to defend the entire field. You see him on these last 2 plays, attacking them vertically with vertical routes. He released the tight end, Trey McDonald, up the left hash mark, and got J.T. Mayo some room to work on the upper right hash.
This passing game, guys, has been a lot better this afternoon than we've seen maybe since the first game of the year. That victory over Campbell. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Malachi Emo may take the direct snap. Actually, yep, it is going to be Malachi on the left side of the 25-yard line, and he'll be hit and dropped at the 24. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9.
Taken down by Jake Brown for
Talk about the different look of the offense in the passing game today. Again, I think Darius looks much more comfortable today than he probably has in the past couple of weeks.
Mike Leach has pointed out that he's averaging 125 yards a game. Today, 268. Case in point. The Tribe had over 300 yards of total offense in the first half. 2nd down and 10. He's going to loft that ball left side, one-on-one coverage, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Very disappointed Trey McDonald is in himself for not coming down with that ball. The 6'6", 230-pounder is a big target, but he just could not bring it in.
Yeah, you see, he's got one-on-one here with his big tight end, puts the ball in good position, and Trey just couldn't come down with it. He'll be kicking himself the entire weekend over that.
3rd down now, 3rd and 10. Ball marked to the 25. Tribe's been good this afternoon. The red zone, 3 for 3, 3 touchdowns, but not there yet. 3rd down and 10. In the pocket, throwing left side this time, coming back for the ball, and it's incomplete. Got that back shoulder going. Hollis Mathis tried to come back and make a nice catch. He caught one similarly last weekend in that corner of the end zone for the touchdown against Towson.
I think I got about as excited as Darius did when I looked out there and saw Hollis was matched up one-on-one there. Just couldn't execute it as well this week. Important kick here, get some points on the board.
Yes.
Make it a two-possession game.
Yeah, 42-yard effort, too. Piercy to hold. Snap by Levy is a good one. The kick is up, and it's long enough, and it is good. Nice kick by Caden Bonofsky, the 5'8", 180-pound senior out of Hunterville, North Carolina. And with 1:49 remaining in the third quarter, it's now William & Mary 24, and the visiting Hawks 14.
It wasn't the finish to the drive that I think Coach London would like to have seen in terms of wanting to get that ball in the end zone, but getting points here is important. An excellent job of Christian Taylor, the offensive coordinator, mixing his play selection up and again continuing to force the Hawks to defend the entire field.
William & Mary Athletics Foundation needs your help to close out the All-In campaign. Now more than ever, your support can determine the future of William & Mary Athletics. Our entire community must rally together. We thank all who have already made investments toward the $55 million goal. If you are able, please support your favorite program by clicking the Donate Now link at the top of the William & Mary Athletics page. Tribeathletics.com. Tribeathletics.com is where you go for all information concerning William & Mary Athletics. Here's the kick by Bryson Harvey, and it's another pooch kick. He's done that all day long, and it's been pretty effective. This will be a fair catch called for by the 22-yard line.
Again, Monmouth has some very dangerous kick returners back there, and this is a very effective strategy to take them out of the game. We talked about the importance of the special teams and how the field position can play such a pivotal role in the outcome of a football game. And so far, this strategy has been working very effectively for the Tribe today.
This game this afternoon brought to you by VCU Health, one of the partners of proud partners of William & Mary Athletics. Good crowd on hand, over 11,000 seats sold. Last week, over 13,000 seats sold here at Zabel. And they will hand the football off to Sheridan, who has a huge hole at the 40, and he'll cut down the sideline and get the edge. He's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, and look at him go. Touchdown, Jaden Sheridan. Is he that good a running back, or was that a huge hole, or both?
A little bit of both. Again, we talked about gap integrity, and those run fits are crucial, and we've seen on these last couple of plays here where we have not had the kind of gap integrity, the kind of run fits that we saw in the first half, and Sheridan's just too good a back. He's going to make you pay. He's got the vision to see it, and then he's got the speed. You see him turn on the jets. He almost hit a second gear. Taking that thing down the sideline.
So with this extra point, it's up and good. We now have a 3-point game. 1:37 remaining. Jaden Sheridan approaching 200-yard afternoon, and it's William & Mary leading by 3, 24-21. Wow. So the Tribe worked extremely hard on that last drive. Finally got a field goal out of it, and 2 plays later, new ball game. And again, that's why it's so important. So much is made of the shift to relying on analytics and going forward and passing up opportunities for points. We see here why that field goal, the last drive possession, was so important. We'd be looking at a tie ball game now instead of a 3-point ball game. I expect Bo Revel's going to be down there trying to make some adjustments here and get his guys locked back in on their gap integrity and those run fits to slow Sheridan down. Hey, congratulations to Coach Shack and her women's soccer program. They won on Thursday night and now are in the semifinals of the CAA tournament versus Towson tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Boy, if they win that game and go on to the finals, we will have a buzz going on campus for the championship and a chance to go to the NCAAs. And here's the ensuing kickoff, and flags go down as he kicked it out of bounds. It'll give the Tribe good field position.
Jaden Sheridan is showing us why that time of possession in the first half was so important.
Yes.
He's such an explosive player. They're explosive on the outside in the passing game, but Sheridan is such an explosive runner. The more you can keep him and that offense off the field, the better.
Yeah, Jaden Sheridan, I said approaching 200. He's got 200. 210 yards in 13 carries, averaging 16 yards per carry.
He's that explosive.
Now Malachi Emo and company's time to go get him. Weaver leading by 3, and they'll flip it to Hollis Mathis, and Hollis will run for about 5 yards. That could be a pass play as Darius Wilson flipped it out in front of him. Darius this afternoon is 23 of 32.
In one of the many ways that you can use an athlete like Hollis Mathis.
Pistol formation now for William and Mary. The man beside, or in back of the quarterback Wilson, and that's Martin Lucas, and he is met in the backfield. He lost 4 yards.
Shiku Tankara just blew that play up completely. Great penetration. Split the blockers.
Third down and 10. Back to pass goes Wilson in the pocket. He is caught and dropped. The second quarterback sack by this team this afternoon. And that was huge. As now the Tribe's going to have to punt it away as they begin the fourth quarter. A lot deeper in their territory than they were before that sack. We're at the end of the third quarter of play. The score, it is William and Mary clinging to a slim lead over Monmouth, 24-21.
When it comes to Kings Mill, we're not just another resort. We're the only 4-diamond condominium resort in Williamsburg, providing an unparalleled range of newly renovated accommodations and dining experiences, a stunning setting along the James River, and a boundless range of recreational pursuits. Kings Mill Resort. It's fun, relaxing, and exhilarating. Kings Mill Resort, a memorable riverside escape.
Every year, millions of us lose someone to cancer, and only memories remain. But at VCU Massey Cancer Center, we are unrelenting in finding new ways to understand, treat, and prevent cancer. To keep everyone we love in the picture. Imagine a future without cancer. We can.
CMA's Williamsburg Ford welcomes the College of William and Mary to shop new and pre-owned vehicles today. Visit us in store at our newly remodeled facility or search online at williamsburgford.com and browse our inventory of popular models, including a great selection of F-150s, and get a great offer when you trade in your vehicle. Plus, if you don't see what you're looking for, custom order your new Ford with us. CMA's Williamsburg Ford. Owners just do more.
Tribe fans, the Griffins Kids Club, presented by Virginia 529, is back for another year. For just $30, all kids 12 and under get free admission to games, exclusive benefits, a birthday card from Reevely, and more. Go to tribeathletics.com/GKC, Griffin Kids Club, to buy now. GKC. We pointed out during the break that the wind may be a factor here in the fourth quarter. Certainly it could be on this Tribe punt.
Well, we talked about, the field position and the role it can play, and particularly with a game that's this close, that field position is crucial. That sack, of course, has the Tribe punting a little deeper out of their own end, but the change in quarter now at least puts the wind to their back. There's not a tremendous amount of wind today, but there is some wind, and so this punt will be somewhat wind aided, and hopefully for the Tribe that'll give them some benefit here in this field position.
Top 25 scores, Florida State all over Wake Forest today, 41-16. Oklahoma clings to a 1-point lead at Kansas, 21-20. And Indiana hanging tough with Penn State today, 33-24. Penn State over Indiana in the third. Here's Whitehurst standing from his own 10-yard line to boot it away.
Eddie Morales, the third, back deep for the Hawks.
And it's a beautiful kick. Wow, it is a fair catch called for way back at the 26-yard line. Boy, that punter is incredible. He's having a good year, too, averaging over 42 yards a punt. That was certainly over 42 and no chance of a return.
No chance of a return. Couldn't have asked for anything better. And so, again, flips the field pretty well for the Tribe defense here. Tribe defense needs to stop, get that ball back to their offense.
4 punts today for Will Whitehurst for an average of 50.5 yards per punt.
He's getting it done, wind aided or not. And he's doing a good job today.
So the Tribe defense got to do a good job right here. William Mary leads by just 3, just underway in the fourth quarter.
Let's see if Coach Bo Rebels got his guys adjusted here.
They will hand the football off. That's Sheridan, and that time they held those gaps nicely to the Tribe front line. That's a gain of about a half yard, maybe a yard for Sheridan. Jay Sheridan, a 5'9" junior out of West Haven, Connecticut. Marquez McRae, 6 of 14 for 72 yards, so a pedestrian day for him from the quarterback slot, but seemingly every reception he's had has been big. Second down and 8. Again, Sheridan with the football across the 30 and out to the 32, maybe to the 33-yard line. And it'll be up third down and 4. Wow, is this ever a big play?
This is a huge play. Certainly a better job on the run fits there.
Their left guard helmet came off. Will Argo, one of their big guys up front, 6'4", 320 pounds. So I don't know if that's going to change the play call for their offensive coordinator. Kevin Callahan has been around a while. 31 years he's been the coach. 181 wins, 139 losses. Well, the man across the way, but charged the Hawks. Third down and 4, back to pass he goes, in the pocket, throwing it right side, got a man wide open at the 40-yard line, and a first down. He'll just step out of bounds and give him a 1st and 10 and a fresh set of downs.
And you talk about head coach Kevin Callahan and really the tremendous job that he's done, taking a program that was a non-scholarship program and really making them football team. Just a tremendous job he's done with that program, establishing a culture of success there.
Dymere Miller made the catch. 1st and 10 of the 43, make it the 44-yard line. Back to pass. Play action pass, throws that ball to the right side complete. That is Sheridan. He's still on his feet and got a couple more yards into William Mary territory at the 48-yard line. It'll bring up second down and short. He got great balance, too, I guess.
Incredible balance, really exceptional balance.
Quick snap, handoff, Sheridan. He will fall forward. He knew exactly where the first down marker is, and he gets it to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Monmouth. Christian Ham into the ball game for William Mary, a defensive lineman.
Tribe D needs a big play, Jay. They need a big play.
There's only been one turnover in the ball game, and William Mary got the turnover and the interception. There's a handoff to Sone Into, who will get inside the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3.
We knew this Monmouth team wouldn't just lay down.
Tribes had less than 100 yards in the second half.
2 receivers stacked down here at the bottom.
Second down and 4. Man, one of those guys in motion. They'll take a handoff to him. And the quarterback will be flushed out of the pocket. Going to have to throw that ball away. And they'd say it should have been a quarterback sack. Officials are talking to one another.
I think they're going to say he was outside the pocket. Looks like the players are asking for grounding, but it looks like he was outside the pocket.
That was David Dzinho, by the way, that was chasing him, and that's going to be a flag.
Potential grounding. Offense number 8. Receivers outside the tackle box, but the ball did not make the line of scrimmage and wasn't eligible receiver in the area. Penalties lost down at the spot of the foul. They're down.
Well, pretty good explanation of that call.
He was outside the pocket, but didn't get that throw to the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Second, it's now third down, I believe. And about 9 yards to go. It's a loss of down, and David Dzinho did the great job there. I don't know if he gets a quarterback sack or not, but it certainly is in the books like it.
Huge play here. His Tribe defense needs to get off the field. Monmouth offense wants to keep their drive going.
And they'll hand the ball off to Sheridan, and he will plow forward to about the 40-yard line. He'll bring up 4th down and 5. This may be 2-down territory for this bunch, who's very confident in their offense, coming in averaging 440 yards per game, first in the CAA.
And no reason not to have confidence in your offense when you're executing it that efficiently.
Averaging around 36 points a game. So they are going for it on 4th down and 5. 4 wideouts of the game. Sheridan, the man you got to be careful of, is standing beside the quarterback, Marquez McCray. The snap, back to pass he goes. He'll go to the left side of the football field, and he overthrew him, and a flag goes down.
I think they're going to get Jaden Joyner for pass interference, but that might be a tough call.
Pass interference. Defense number 5. Ball placed in the spot of the foul.
Yep.
On that first down.
Malcolm Spencer called for it. And that'll give the Hawks a 1st and 10. Love to see
that must have been away from the ball.
Mm-hmm. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. The Hawks marching from left to right in the 4th quarter and trailing this ball game 24-21. There's Sheridan. They go back to their bread and butter, who will get about 3 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 7.
Much better run fit there. Kevin Gerald on the tackle.
He's first on the team in tackles as that player you just named, Kevin Gerald. 2nd down and 6 for Monmouth. Number 8, Marquez McCray from the shotgun formation. Will take a straight drop back and throw it quickly to the left side, and that was nothing doing over there. And now a late flag is out, and going to say a late hit by William and Mary, I think. I thought their momentum, both of them were going out of bounds pretty.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough flag too.
Bobbling it there, and the
I mean, it looks like he's. Yeah, like his momentum just kept carried him on out.
But he did have a hold of him.
He initiated it inbounds. I mean, that's a tough call.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense, number 6. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's a tough call because the momentum of both players just continued taking him out of bounds, but he actually initiated the tackle in bounds. Difficult to hold up that way.
Ryan Poole beside himself right now. He's the man that the play was called on. So that gives them a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And they put the football down to the 16-yard line. What are you seeing, Mike?
I think we got the down marker bent in half as both players ran over that the line of scrimmage marker there, the flag stick there for the chain gang.
Well, we'll have to get that working. Yeah, get some of that training tape, Mike. Get out there and tape up that marker.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see. Again, we take another look at that play. That initiation, that contact was in bounds, but he kind of looked like Ryan Poole rolled him a little further out of bounds. You just have to have some awareness as a cornerback as we're going to head here to break at Zabel Stadium. William Mary on top, 24-21. We'll be right back.
Every year, millions of us lose someone to cancer, and only memories remain. But at VCU Massey Cancer Center, we are unrelenting in finding new ways to understand, treat, and prevent cancer. To keep everyone we love in the picture. Imagine a future without cancer. We can.
CMA's Williamsburg Ford welcomes the College of William & Mary to shop new and pre-owned vehicles today. Visit us in store at our newly remodeled facility or search online at williamsburgford.com and browse our inventory of popular models, including a great selection of F-150s, and get a great offer when you trade in your vehicle. Plus, if you don't see what you're looking for, custom order your new Ford with us. CMA's Williamsburg Ford. Owners just do more.
Well, here's the Howard Hanna green gold sold drive of the game. Starts out with the interception by Ryan Poole, and then 3 or 4 plays later, Sean Knight, the Tribe, got into the end zone. And as we resume to action in just a few moments, it'll be one of those things where the Tribe needs to get the ball back and do this same thing. But right now, the Malachi Emo will represent the drive of the game. Howard Hanna, green gold sold, play of the day. Brought to you by Howard Hanna. That play, that drive covered a lot of real estate.
Well, the Tribe would like to come up with a stop here and get that ball back to their offense, and as you said, put together another drive just like that.
And they may have to. After that penalty, it is a 1st down and 10 at the 16-yard line. The ball on the left hash mark.
Jay, this delay might be good rest here for William Mary. They were giving up some yards on this drive. Maybe get a chance to rest a little bit, regroup, and come up with a way to stop this Hawk offense.
Another look at the down marker that will have to go on the injured reserve list.
Yeah, there you see where the injury was sustained. I thought they might have to take that down marker out for x-rays.
Mm-hmm. The officials trying to mend it across the way. They've had quite some time to fix this down marker, but evidently they're still not satisfied with what they got. 9:42 remaining in this football game. William & Mary is on top 24-21, trying to break a 3-game losing streak. Both these teams are 2 wins and 2 losses in the CAA, so it's a very important one in terms of the CA standings as well. And you come into today's game, the Tribe has lost against Elon and last week versus Towson, and this Monmouth team a bit on a roll. They've been playing good football, and they've beaten Towson and Elon.
Yeah, it's huge for, and we talked about this. We talked about the log jam of teams that are 2-2 in the conference. Obviously, there are a couple of teams that have kind of put a little bit of space between themselves and the others. But again, there's a lot of football to be played, and so the Tribe really needs to come up with a win today to kind of keep themselves in that conference hunt.
Just something to note too, Jay. Nate Lynn, number 99 for the Tribe, great defensive end, not in the game right now on the sideline without a helmet after sustaining an injury. It looked like to his upper body earlier in the game, so it's a big loss for William & Mary.
Boy, you said it. 1st and 10, the 17-yard line. It'll be finally get back to action. Marquez McCray, the quarterback, transfer from Sacred Heart. He'll roll to the right side. He's being chased, and he'll have to throw that football away, incomplete. Given chase was Alex Washington and, of course, John Pius.
Yeah, you talked about Alex Washington. A great job blowing up. He ran through the outside shoulder of Sone Ento, the running back who was in protection there. Kept him from getting out in the flat. There was nowhere for the quarterback to throw that ball, forced to throw it away.
2nd down and 10. Jaden Sheridan, who's had a great afternoon, is beside the quarterback, McCray. 4 down linemen for the green and gold. They'll give the ball. No, they'll fake a handoff to Sheridan. He'll go over the middle, and that is a touchdown. Nymere Miller, wide open at the 2-yard line, takes it in without being touched, and the Monmouth Hawks have gotten back the lead, their first lead since very early in this ball game.
Yeah, here say Miller does a good job of getting inside the defender. You don't see it there, but he really ran a really good stem to that route, setting up his break to create a little space for McCray to get the football in there. Solid drive by the Hawks.
And with this extra point that is good, it's now a 28-24 ball game. The Hawks have taken a 4-point lead with 9:20 left. We'll be back after this timeout from Van Wagner.
Fun fact, Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo.
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs. So she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
You can use Virginia 529 accounts for career and technical programs too. Learn more at virginia529.com.
A big thanks to today's game sponsor, VCU Health. VCU Health, proud sponsor and supporter of Tribe Athletics. Also, a lot of folks wearing pink today in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Weekend here at Zabel Stadium. Happens all over the country. It's really a fun thing, and the National Football League, I think, embraces it, and this afternoon, so does the Tribe.
Well, on a day like this, we don't celebrate the disease. We certainly celebrate with those who have overcome it, but we also recognize that there's still a fight to be fought against this disease. I want to encourage everyone, please see your physicians. Ladies, conduct your self exams, and gentlemen, be sure to see your physicians and get your check. Early detection is the key.
Outstanding drive by the Hawks of Monmouth. 12 plays, 74 yards, took 5.5 minutes off the clock, and here's the ensuing kickoff. It'll bounce right into the hands of the return man, out to the 25 quickly, and out to the 28-yard line he goes and run around. And flag goes down, maybe a late hit for against Monmouth there.
Now, one thing appears to be abundantly clear is the officials are not going to allow anything extra in this football game. They're going to maintain control of it.
After the play was over, personal foul number 34, kicking team. Play hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty, first down.
It looked like Bishop was the man that inflicted the late hit on the Tribe return man. And that'll give the Tribe excellent starting position at their own 44-yard line. So maybe the biggest drive of the year coming up right here for William & Mary with 9:13 left.
Perhaps.
Darius Wilson, the quarterback. 2 wideouts to the right side, 1 to the near. Quarterback Wilson will hand the football off. Malachi Emo gets the edge of the 50. He's at the 40-yard line, cuts back nicely at the 35. Inside the 30, still on his feet, and all the way down to the 21-yard line. Mr. Official, move those chains. What a beautiful run by Malachi.
Beautiful run by Malachi. Excellent job of blocking at the second level.
You see the replay right here. Malachi Emo just takes that ball. Good block on the edge by Bart Francois. May got away with a little tug, but Malachi Emo showing what he does in the open field. Makes one move, protects that ball, and gets a big gain.
Love his vision too, Sean.
Yes.
Malachi's vision, cutting back right at the right time at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Just outside the 20, so not in the red zone yet. And the handoff again to Malachi Emo, trying to get the edge, can't. And he will step out of bounds at the 20-yard line, no gain, 2nd down and 10.
Similar to Jaden Sheridan, Malachi Emo, great vision and the ability to slide outside, and the patience to allow his blocks to happen, and then the quickness to accelerate through the hole and get into the secondary.
Drive up to the line of scrimmage once again. Emo, the tailback behind the quarterback, Darius Wilson. 2 receivers to the right side and 1 to the near. There's the handoff, this time again to Malachi Emo, who will cut it back at the 10. He's at the 7-yard line and finally tussled out of bounds right there at the 7. They'll move the chains, and it's 1st down and goal to goal at that point for the green and gold.
We were just talking about his vision and the ability to not only see the crease, but then the ability to slide, cut, and get through that crease. There it is.
Carson Jenkins wide to the right side, along with stacked wide receivers over there as well. Tight end set to the near side. Malachi Emos now set to the near side of the football field.
Wow.
And the Tribe, little illegal formation, Mike.
Yeah, I think
Offense number 11.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty. First
JT
down.
Mayo trying to get everybody lined up there. Him and Tyler Odekoven trying to get set up on the outside, and just not enough time there. He got everybody get set.
Makes it that much tougher. Back to the 12-yard line, 1st and goal.
Again, what they did a good job of the first half, they're not doing a good job of this half in terms of not hurting themselves. And
man in motion is Mayo. They will hand the football off to Malachi Emo, and he'll get to the 10-yard line where he is roughed up and brought down.
Miles Mitchell there on the tackle did a really good job of maintaining his gap integrity and making the tackle.
Second down and goal for William and Mary. Charles Grant up to the line of scrimmage. That's the big left tackle for the Tribe. Malachi Emo sets up almost right behind him. And in motion, Carson Jenkins back to pass the left-hander. He'll step up in the pocket. Will he run it? No, he'll come back and throw that ball in the end zone. What patience, what desire. Touchdown, William and Mary. Touchdown, green and gold. J.T. Mayo puts the Tribe back on front.
Excellent job with Darius Wilson, keeping the play alive and keeping his eyes downfield, forcing that defender to make a decision and getting the ball to the open receiver.
And a good scramble drill there by J.T. Mayo. You see this, Darius Wilson rolls to his right. You want to watch J.T. right here at the bottom of the screen. As he rolled out, J.T. turned it up. He was running initially along the line of scrimmage, ended up turning up there like you do in the scramble drill, and able to get into the end zone for the touchdown. Cade Panofsky attempts the extra point. Snap is good, placement down, the kick is up, and it's good. So with 6:14 left in this ball game, William Mary retakes the lead, 31-28.
Excellent answer by the Tribe offense. Been a bit of a slow second half for the Tribe offense, but there's a great answer to Monmouth's. Monmouth's taking the lead. Tribe offense grabs that lead back.
And Sean, they did it with pressure on them. You and I talked about the importance of that drive. You're at home. You had lost the previous week's game somewhat because of a poor showing in that second half, but that drive proved to me anyway that this team has come to play. Now the defense needs to do their work.
And the defense has got to hold serve and get the ball back to them again. So as important as that drive was for the offense, this drive is just as important for the defense to come up with a stop.
JT's 7th touchdown of his career. And how about a 31-point performance by this Tribe offense? Have not seen that in quite a few weeks.
Haven't seen that in a while. Again, I think it's been a combination of things today. I think, again, offensive coordinator Christian Taylor's play calling has been solid, and the execution of the team, particularly Darius Wilson, has been solid today.
Pooch kick to the right side of the football field will give Monmouth a 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line, but a flag is down and the Tribe is celebrating. It might be against Monmouth.
Yeah, we're either going to have a late hit or unnecessary roughness. I think number 50 there for Monmouth, Caleb Dennis, the reserve linebacker there on special teams, a late hit as that fair catch was taking place.
Has the Tribe gotten over 200 yards in rushing?
After the play, unnecessary roughness, number 34, receiving team.
It was.
Half distance to the goal, first down.
156 yards rushing for William and Mary, 237 yards rushing for the Hawks. I was going to make a comment about that when the Tribe has rushed for over 200 yards in the last 101 games, 91-10. That's a pretty phenomenal record.
Just to correct that mistake, was Isaiah Bishop, who got a late hit penalty earlier in the game as well on the last kickoff return for William Mary. This time he gets one on a kickoff return here for Monmouth. So the second late hit penalty there for Isaiah Bishop.
1st and 10. That sets the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll hand the ball off to Sheridan, who's hit and tripped up in the backfield. What a job by Isaiah Jones there, coming through, the veteran senior out of Norristown, Pennsylvania. If you cut your feet out from under you, Sheridan's not going to be a very effective runner.
That's right. Excellent job there of getting penetration. Monmouth's had quite a bit of success running Sheridan weak side, but penetration will always kill that.
John Pius around the football as well. 2nd down and 10. Marquez McCray looks over the Tribe defense. 3 down linemen plus Pius on the left. Back to pass he goes. In the pocket. He's got some time. He picks it up and now going to run that football. He's got some running room, and he will be down at the 19-yard line. Alex Washington making the stop. Pardon me, Quinn Osborne making the play. for William & Mary. It'll bring up third down and about 3 to go.
Marquez McCray making a good decision to get some positive yards. It leaves Monmouth with a very manageable third down. Tribe defense needs to come up with a stop here.
Tribe leading 31-28, 5 minutes remaining in the football game. Quarterback McCray. 2 receivers to the far side and 2 to the near for the Hawks. Washington acting like he's going to rush to the quarterback, and he does from the left side as he'll be chased out and rolls to the right, and they'll throw that football downfield complete. What a nice effort there. Completed pass, and that'll move the chains for Monmouth.
Yeah, Monmouth, good job there converting on third down. Malcolm Spencer in a pretty good position here, but a good job. You see quarterback number 8, Marquez McCray, step up, gets his shoulders around, and throws a perfect pass to Dymere Miller on the sideline.
So tough to chase that young man across the field.
Dymere has had some great games, 3rd nationally in receptions, and they'll hand that football off on the right side to Sheridan, and they knocked him down pretty quickly there. Not much gain at all.
Yeah, big play there by, I think it was number 19, Kevin Gerald, getting off that block, because there was a gap there to be had if Kevin Gerald didn't get off there. But good job fighting through the offensive line and getting that outside shoulder freed up and able to make the play, because there was a huge void in the middle of that field if not for Kevin Gerald.
2nd down and 7 to go. Clock running, 3:43. The clock gets a little bit deeper. It'll be 4-down territory for these Hawks whenever it comes up, if it comes up. Back to pass does the quarterback, McCray. Jumps away from the right side, throwing it downfield, coming back for the ball. Did he make the catch? Dymere Miller, and he did. Boy, Dymere Miller, a man that you talked about in the pregame show. Outstanding catch right there.
Yeah, we talked about him like you said, and he's tough to stay with through the whole field as we take a look at the replay. Good coverage down the field and good protection against a 4-man rush for Monmouth. And eventually McCray steps out of the pocket and throws a strike there. You see that ball clear, gets those feet in bounds as Dymere Miller comes back and makes the catch.
Yeah, he was open for about 3 seconds that entire.
Here's the handoff to Sheridan. Right at the middle it goes, and he gets away from a tackler. He's got some room at the 50-yard line, down the sideline, and finally chased out of bounds by Marcus Barnes.
Just so difficult to tackle. I mean, you can see why this young man is not just one of the better runners in the CAA, but probably one of the more formidable runners across the country.
Mm-hmm. Last year they had this guy and a guy named Owen Wright, who started his career at William & Mary, had an outstanding career at Monmouth when he transferred there, and now is on the reserves of the Baltimore Ravens. And the handoff goes again to Sheridan up the middle, and he will plow down inside the 35 all the way down to the 32-yard line. They're getting plays in chunks now. Mike, you were talking to the play-by-play announcer before the ball game about their place kickers.
Yeah, they've had a couple issues. We talked earlier in the game about the missed extra point versus Elon. They were chasing points. Michael Calton was the kicker. He was 3-6 on the year. Now they have Vincenzo Ray has been handling some field goal duties today. So interesting to see if they're not able to get a touchdown here, what they may decide to do as they try to tie this game up.
31-28 to score. Their handoff, and that'll be a big first down run. That's still on his feet, and that is in tow. Hard to bring down him by his own right. All the way down to the 11-yard line with 1:45 remaining. It is 31-28. So they go with their backup running back, and in tow of those fresh legs, turned them down and got some impressive yardage.
Yeah, again, we see the Tribe defenses struggle the second half with their gap integrity.
And right now, Coach London, or at least his coaching staff, says, hey, defensive coaching staff, we need a timeout. Talk this thing over. It is first down and 10 at the 12-yard line, deep into William & Mary territory, with only 91 seconds remaining in this football game. We're going to take a timeout and be back with the last exciting 91 seconds. Stay with us from Van Wagner on the Tribe Sports Network.
Every year, millions of us lose someone to cancer. and only memories remain. But at VCU Massey Cancer Center, we are unrelenting in finding new ways to understand, treat, and prevent cancer. To keep everyone we love in the picture. Imagine a future without cancer. We can.
Now we're...
Defensive timeout a moment ago for William and Mary. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Quarterback is going to be Marquez McCray, and he'll hand the football off to Sheridan, who will plow forward inside the 10. Actually, that's Into still on the game, and he's inside the 10 down to the 7.
Again, it was a smart move by Coach London calling that timeout. Did two things: gave him an opportunity to get his defense a little bit of a rest and make sure they were what they were in what they wanted to be in for that play, but also stop the clock, hopefully to save a little bit of time should the Hawks score here, to save his offense a little bit of time to work.
Got 60 seconds of the game now. 2nd down and 5 to go from the 8-yard line. They need to get to inside the 3. They'll throw it back to the right side, and the flag goes down. It's incomplete. Pretty good defensive effort there by William and Mary, but let's see what the flag is all about.
I think you're going to get illegal motion on the wide receiver there. It looks like he was moving forward. Illegal shift.
Illegal motion. Offense, number 3. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Well, you mark him back 5 yards. Back to the 12-yard line here with 51 seconds remaining. And they are up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. From just outside the 12-yard line on the left hash. That is a direct snap back to their backup quarterback on the left side. It's Sheridan. We were told that maybe Frankie Savino might be in that role, but could not get to him. Now it's 3rd down and 10. 34 seconds remaining, Mike.
Yeah, I'd like to see Coach London and company take a timeout here. You want to save yourself some time. If Monmouth is able to score a touchdown here, I would have used my timeouts there to save some time on the clock and try to get a chance if they do score.
I think he's putting it on his defense here.
Sure,
he's letting it ride on his defense.
3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the right side. Back to pass. McCray in the pocket. Hit as he throws into the end zone. Incomplete. John Pius nearly got his first sack of the afternoon, but boy, he put some pressure on him.
And again, they've done a really good job of mixing in the run and chipping a little bit. And John Pius has been pretty quiet today, but he came up big on that play, forcing McCray to get rid of the football just a hair sooner than he probably wanted to.
They're going for the tie. Vincenzo Rea will try from the left hash mark. 27-yard field goal. The ball will be set at the 17-yard line. There's the snap, and a timeout going to be called by Coach London and his staff. Put a little pressure on that young man, Rea, who just earned the position this week as their first stringer after their plates kicker, who had done a pretty good job. He was 26 of 30 from extra points, but he missed one last week. Michael Calton.
Something to think about too, Jay. Michael Calton, I think he's a right-footed kicker. Vincenzo Rea, left-footer. Makes the hold and the operation a little different. The holder here, trying to see who it is for Monmouth, but it makes it a little more awkward when you're going from a right-footer to a left-footer. So interesting thing to make note of.
Says the man that did it for the living in the National Football League for 16 years, Mike Leach. As the long snapper. There's the snap. It's a good one. The kick is up, and it's blocked by William and Mary. It is no good. It's blocked by that defense. And William and Mary, with 3 seconds remaining in this ball game, celebrating on Parents' Day here at Zabel Stadium.
Yeah, they'll get a flag right now, but I don't think they really care. That defense comes up big.
Like to see who blocked that field goal. Maybe we'll get a shot at it. Take a real close look before we give the credit there. A bunch of guys high in the sky. Boy, that was a big leap right there, wasn't it?
Is that Marcus Barnes? Looked like that might have been Marcus Barnes.
Well, he certainly has the length at 6'3", 185 pounds, and the athletic ability. But nonetheless,
he had one heck of a leap.
a great push. So after the mark off, it'll go back to the 5-yard line after the celebration penalty, if you will. The Tribe will have one time to kneel on this football, and after we get this one done, we'll take another look at it before we go to a break. William & Mary appears to have held on to win this ball game and drop the 3-game losing streak, and by virtue of a great special teams play.
He didn't get the block. Can't see whose hand that is. But they're getting Tribe defense getting a great push up front on that attempted field goal.
You know, so I was at practice yesterday, and they practiced this play, and Coach London said, you go out. We haven't had this victory formation in a few weeks. You go out, kneel down, and you go across the field, and you shake hands, and you congratulate the opposition, and that's exactly what happens. William & Mary a winner, 31-28, in a dramatic victory this afternoon over Monmouth. Monmouth now falling to 3 wins and 5 losses overall, 2-3 in the CAA. William & Mary up in its record to 5-3 and 3-2 in league play, with the University of Albany next on the horizon in Albany, New York, next Saturday at 1. We'll come back for the Pepsi postgame show after this timeout from Van Wagner on the Tribe Sports Network.
Every year, millions of us lose someone to cancer, and only memories remain. But at VCU Massey Cancer Center, we are unrelenting in finding new ways to understand, treat, and prevent cancer, to keep everyone we love in the picture. Imagine a future without cancer. We can.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs, so she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
What's up, Tribe fans? This is Marcus Barnes.
And I'm Malachi Emo.
Thank you for watching William & Mary football on the Tribe Sports Network, the live stream home of Tribe Athletics.
Don't miss any of the action in the week ahead.
Welcome back to the Pepsi postgame show. Jay Colley, Sean Knight, Mike Leach here at Happy Zabel Stadium this afternoon. It's been a few weeks. You have the bye week and 3 consecutive losses, almost a month without a victory. But today, the Tribe taste that sweet taste of victory, 31-28.
It is certainly going to be a sweet taste of victory today. I think Coach Mike London will be very happy to get back in the win column today. I think some good things about today. I think the offense really got back on track. I think we saw some good things from the defense today. I think the coaches will still be a bit concerned about the tale of 2 halves, a very solid, effective, and efficient first half, and a little bit of a struggle in the second half. But at the end of the day, the Tribe came up big when it was needed. The defense got the stop when they needed it, and of course, that last play, which was probably the play of the game, was that blocked attempt at tying the football game.
Well, funny you should say it, because we are going to have a couple of plays of the game. Now it's time for the Smart Play of the Game, presented by Ticket Smarter. The Smart Play of the Game brought to you by Ticket Smarter. Experience the power and excitement of live events with Ticket Smarter. You can find seats to more than 125,000 live events on TicketSmarter.com, including William & Mary games. Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. JT Mayo got in the end zone, giving the Tribe a lead, and this one won it for William & Mary at defensive special teams, and that always makes it a little even more special when the special teams play wins a ball game.
Well, Jay, you and I talked about that a little bit earlier in the second half. There's just the role that special teams can play in a football game, and how so many football games are won or lost on special teams. Special teams has been somewhat quiet during the course of this day outside of the punts, but there again we see where special teams can make the difference between a won football game and a lost football game.
Well, I'm going to ask Mike Leach to come in here with us, and Mike, your microphone was out for much of the game, but can you give us some of these highlights as we look at him run here after the Tribe's victory on here at Zabel Stadium?
Yeah, obviously Jaden Sheridan very impressive today, and you got McCray here, quarterback, delivering the ball on target. Demir Miller had a great game as well for Monmouth, just a solid effort all around, and Sone Ento using a big power back, powers in there for the score. You know, he was a nice change up there for the speed that Jaden Sheridan has in that backfield. Hollis Mathis, Sean mentioned it earlier in the game, how we're going to get him involved in the offense. Did a great job today catching the ball and running after catch, and of course Malachi Imo, he's a threat, taking a handoff, but did a great job today in the passing game as well for the Tribe. See Darius Wilson doing what he does with his feet, nothing to be had. Does a good job pulling it down there and getting a big yardage, and then Malachi Imo showing the patience, runs through, gets out of bounds right here at the 1 yard line, but it would lead to a Tribe touchdown. See right here, Darius Wilson pulling it down and finds JT Mayo later on for the what amounted to be the go-ahead score.
Sean, there's some final scores there, 31-28. Tribe goes on the road for the next 2 weeks. Get a chance to learn something about your team after a win. Some of the statistics there in front of you as well. The Tribe not quite the offensive second half as they had in the first half, but it was enough.
It was enough. Again, they got the win. You can see here, looking at the stats, total yards look pretty even. There's the rushing yards again. Jaden Sheridan just had it again, showing why he is one of the best running backs in the country. But again, the Tribe did a really good job of sustaining the onslaught, enduring the adversity, and at the end of the day, finding a way to win this football game.
Well, the CA picked the right game to have of its game of the week, did they not, gentlemen? We have enjoyed calling it for Sean Knight, my colleague Mike Leach. This is Jay Colley. Thanks to all of us here at Zabel Stadium, where the final score was once again William & Mary 31 and the visiting Monmouth Hawks 28. Next broadcast will be on the radio side on Saturday at University of Albany, and we'll have the pregame show beginning at 12:30 with the kick at 1 o'clock. Until that time, so long, everybody, from Tribe Sports Network.
Every year, millions of us lose someone to cancer, and only memories remain. But at VCU Massey Cancer Center, we are unrelenting in finding new ways to understand, treat, and prevent cancer. To keep everyone we love in the picture. Imagine a future without cancer. We can.
Now, we're not saying your debit card is your best friend, but it can sure show the world who is. Let others see what really matters by creating your Design Mind debit card. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank. When Allison couldn't find her debit card, she was sure it had grown legs. So she turned it off, then back on again when she retrieved it. Debit card controls. Another reason why the switch is on to Atlantic Union Bank.
All right. Yep.
We're about to, yep.
Part 2. Yeah. Come on now.
Outside, bro.
I got it.
It's there.
Heel kick.
Oh, it's low. That's why. There it is, Joey. That's where it should be. And we welcome you in here to Penn Air Field in Pensacola, Florida. Will Kennedy, Coach Kyle Shoemaker with you. It's Saturday afternoon. It's beautiful. It's somehow it's late October and it's 80-something degrees. Yeah. But we've got Gulf South Conference football coming your way. The Argonauts of the University of West Florida coming into this game 6-2, 4-1 in conference play, fresh off a upset of top 5 and unbeaten Delta State, and they bring in their friendly neighbors from just over the Georgia state line in Valdosta, Georgia. Valdosta State Blazers coming in 7-1. They got a 4-1 mark in conference play. Wow, Coach, you've been through some of these before. UWF, Valdosta, tons on the line. It doesn't get much better than this.
No, great. 18 versus 24. You know, both teams got one conference loss. You know, this is what you play in the Gulf South for. So exciting day for sure. Historically strong program in Valdosta State, and obviously you know, West Florida program that's been doing well since they started. So going to be a fun one today.
Yeah, we got a great one for you. We'll hear from Coach Caleb Nobles, obviously, here in the pregame. It's been a minute since we've talked to our friend Pee Wee Jarrett, Byron Jarrett, the quarterback. He sits down with us in the pregame show as well. And then, of course, on the radio with you till 4 o'clock. That's when the festivities will get underway. We'll be streaming with our conference streaming partners, Flow Sports, and then also on the air with your view. So, Coach, this is one coming in, and football is such a weird game sometimes. On the road at West Alabama, can't score a touchdown for the first time since 2016. Just couldn't find a way in the second half to come out of it and find a way to win that game. A big letdown, obviously. You know, in the top 10 at that point, everything's pointing towards Delta. All signs kind of pointed to it. Could have been easy to go on the road to Cleveland, Mississippi last week and not get the results you wanted. But this team pulled together. Coach Caleb Nobles and that staff came up with a great game plan, which was control the football, eat up the clock. They had time of possession 2-1 in their favor. Pee Wee Jarrett carried it 27 times last week. Yeah. It's a nice job of coaching.
Yeah, absolutely. Great second half out of the Argos, and a great response after a tough week the week before. So, yeah, really showed a lot of grit there, coming back and playing strong.
This is a Valdosta team that's 7-1. Their loss comes to Delta. And, you know, the score in that game will look a little like Delta blew them out, but they were in it. The Blazers were right up until the end.
Yeah.
They've got a good offense. They got a good quarterback. He was a guy that understudied for Austin Reed down in St. Augustine, works out with Austin. Everybody remembers the former Argo quarter. So there's a lot, you know, kind of in the mix here. Defensively, though, they've been able to be run on, Valdosta has. You expect kind of the same thing that Coach Nobles comes in and said, let's establish the run and see if we can pound them out.
Yeah. Statistically, I mean, the Argos defense looking a little bit, I mean, obviously the strongest unit in the league right now. And, you know, Valdosta's looks a little more stronger on offense right now than they are on defense. So, yeah, to be able to establish a run game and just kind of been doing what they've been doing all year, kind of stay efficient and take their shots, you know, at the right times. You know, got to be able to control the game on offense for sure.
Valdosta might be the last one in the conference. I'm looking here. The all-time series is 4-3 Valdosta. I think we've kind of caught up to just about everybody else to at least be even. Last year, overtime game up in Valdosta. Pee Wee Jarrett had to run one in, you know, carry the load to get in the end zone to win that one. 2 years ago, it was at Blue Wahoo Stadium, blew them out, scored 60-something points, and so you never know quite what to expect from this. But Valdosta, obviously a proud tradition, multiple national championships. Their coach is his second season. Last year was not what Valdosta fans were looking for in a season.
Yeah.
He's on track. There's a lot of pressure on this Valdosta program, too, to kind of get back to where they expect to be.
Yeah. Their coach has been around a couple different places, had success as an assistant and coordinator at a lot of different spots, and you know, he's he's got it moving in the right direction. I'm sure they're going to continue to get better and kind of live up to that Gulf South standard and the standard that they have over there at Valdosta. And so I'm sure it'll be another tough week for the Argos, from a challenge standpoint, as it usually is in the Gulf South.
Coach Jackson has his work cut out for him today. The Argos the favorite in this game, back up, as Coach mentioned, to 14th in the country. There are some injury things to deal with. We'll get into that a little bit. And as Coach Shoemaker was mentioning, this Argo defense, man, second half last week against Delta, they came out and put the lights out on Patrick Shagag, maybe the best quarterback, arguably, with Pee Wee Jarrett in the league. They look to bring that same momentum in. There are some guys banged up. We'll have to see who's ready and chomping to go here at the start of this game, but there's everything on the line, everything to play for here in this one. Coming up next, we'll sit down with Coach Caleb Nobles, and we'll sit down with the quarterback of the Argos, Pee Wee Jarrett. Lots to get into here on our pregame show as the Argos count down to kickoff with Valdosta right here on the UWF Sports Network.
I'm just trying to get that power. Yeah, you just gotta roll with it. All right, we're into the Valdosta coach now.
That's our coach.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it said Valdosta.
Or Valdosta. I put the name of who we're playing so I can differentiate between the.
All right. Yeah, we're on Coach Nobles right now.
After 25 years of being off campus, Delta Tau Delta has officially returned to campus. Welcome, Delta Tau Delta.
Hey, how far out is our microphone over there?
It was sitting right by the goalpost, but they moved it.
Okay. I'm just trying to think.
I can scooch it up a little bit more.
You know, if you could put it maybe, you see those little A-frame stands there?
A-frame.
Like if you go to the left, there's a little stand. Right
Little ad stands.
Yeah, just kind of put it right up inside of that, or beside, not inside, but beside that.
Yeah, I can kind of tuck it out.
That way it's not right on top of the people.
Yeah, I can tuck it in. That's why. I can probably put the cable in that way. It's just kind of poking out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What up, man? Yeah, how you doing, bro? I just stuck my hand in the water to grab my Gatorade. Yeah, I'll introduce you to him in a second, Coach Shoemaker. He's one of our former assistant coaches. So this is our setup. Get a monitor out here. The camera does right there. Yeah, well, they'll switch. Like whatever we're showing, we'll see here. So normally I would do it up top because we don't have a real press box. That's a little weird. Like you're sitting low. People are right in front of you. It gets a little dicey. So this gives us, this isn't the angle I'd want to watch the game from, but with the camera. Yeah, with the camera. And so Joey's one of the students. He's running the audio stuff. So what we're doing is we're doing TV and radio at the same time. So he's running all the radio side. That's a nice setup. Throw my little iPad in here so I can, I'll pull up the stats here while we're going. You got like Russ over here, little team probably. Well, that's the little thing we put out. Yeah, and then I do like.
Oh, you guys put this out?
Yeah, so this is we put this out each week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one for each game. Yeah, so that's got your rosters and that. Coach Shoemaker, this is on Kit.
Hey, what's up, man?
On Kit, former basketball player.
Good to meet you, man.
From Toronto, the basketball hockey.
Oh, okay. Nice, man. Good deal.
Coach is a California man.
Yeah. A lot of talent from California.
And then I'll put together like a 2D with, I'll put some of my own stats and stuff in there. Just so that way, like when we're on offense and that's their defense, I can just kind of see who's going. And then the other thing I do during the game is Yeah. I mean, I've done it where you can type it in and print it, but I find it when I write it, I remember it because I sit there and jot it. And then I'll do these. This is a drive chart, so one for each quarter. And you just when we get the ball, put in W and Z for them, what time on the clock is, and what yard line
It's pretty much like
each play I'll just put in. If we start at the 20, right? The next play goes to the 31, and then I put them in so I can kind of see.
I don't know. I got one of the meal boxes.
10 plays, 70 yards.
Oh yeah, they got Chick-fil-A, Sonny's, and Greeks.
Yeah, I can add them up as we go. If there's a big play in there, I'll put in like
what it was. It's that table on the far right.
Like CJ,
white gears up
plus
there.
28,
Top right corner of that table.
That way you're kind of keeping. There's stats there, but sometimes they lag a little bit, so it makes it easier for me to jump in and keep it going. So we've recorded like pregame interviews with Coach and with Pee Wee, so we're playing those right now on the radio side of things. We had Hall of Fame this morning, and then we had volleyball. So now it was over at Scenic Hills, the country club. The guy, he was the coach here. So we had, I don't know if they told you the history here. We had men's basketball until the 70s, and they were coming back. They played in the NAIA national tournament. I think they got to the Final Four, and they were coming back. The president got rid of the program, dropped men's basketball. So we didn't have men's basketball from like 77 to